And we are live. Welcome to Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours, guys. I'm joined by a bunch of people. Let's get into it. Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. Sorry for the delay. As you guys can see, we switched it up a bit. We're all tabletop now, man. I'm kind of sad because I'm in love with the boom arms, but you know, it is what it is. Now you guys can actually see, you know, all of us like without covering faces and stuff like that. So obviously, as you guys know, we got Rollo Tomassi in the house, Freshman CEO, Aaron Clarey. We got Keela and we got Christina. So I'm going to give everybody Don DeMarco real quick. But yeah, man. Ladies, can you introduce yourselves to the audience real quick?
Of course. My name is Clarey, and I am...
You got to speak up to the mic, though.
Sorry.
Don't be scared. We don't bite. I promise we don't bite.
I haven't done this much, but no, my name is Clarey, and I am a singer. I don't know. That's who I am.
Okay. What kind of genre of music do you sing?
R&B and pop. Spanish and English.
Could be worse. You could say you're a rapper. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Christina, the people know you, but just for the people that might not know.
Okay, I'm Christina Santa, and I do a lot of things. It's
the queen of everything.
Tell us about all your feats.
It goes from construction to...
Construction?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah.
I might have not mentioned that before.
You didn't mention that one.
Yeah, no, I actually have a background in construction. I worked with Chris Bentley.
Okay.
And we did, you know him? Yeah, we did studios. Yeah, a lot of recording studios for artists. And then I also do roofing too.
Holy wait, this is a first.
Not like with the hammer, but like, I sell jobs and I have them managed by crews. Like,
okay, so you're not okay. I'm like picturing you with the hard hat on and stuff like that.
If I'm on the site, I have to wear a hard hat for.
Do you like use a hammer and like beat the crap out of?
No,
you don't.
I haven't got.
I was gonna say you're the first girl that does construction and OnlyFans. That's amazing. It's both at the same time.
It would actually be like a really cool photo shoot. Maybe.
Yeah, seriously.
Christina's the queen of all trades.
Yeah, there you go. Man.
There you go.
Do you have your own tools? Do you have your own tools?
I do. Absolutely.
Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. So you're proud.
Like you should go to her house.
And the leprechaun in the corner. Anyone know who you are?
Who's this guy?
I'm just the me frosted Lucky Charm. I'm Aaron Clarey, and I'm an author, and I run a consultancy called Asshole Consulting.
Asshole Consulting.
And I collect coins.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have a
and obviously Rollo Tomassi. You guys all know who.
I mean,
hi, I'm Rollo Tomassi. That's all.
No. Acclaimed author. No big deal.
Okay, super chats real quick.
Aaron's mic is kind of low. Oh, Aaron's mic is kind of low.
Okay.
What do I do?
Let's see here. I will figure it out. You might have to turn them up. Like the yeah. There you go.
Try now, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron, talk now.
Check.
No, it's not coming in clear.
Check.
Interesting.
Check.
All right, we will fix that. But
Yes.
let's do the while Fresh. Can you read the super chats while I?
Yes. So we have from the very beginning, before we even started, we have Mexi Mike. Wait, hold on.
Press it on the screen.
It's on the screen.
Got my comfy Costco New Balance shoes on and ready. New Balance shoes.
I'll feel that. You can ignore Mexi Mike. He does not appreciate good shoes.
It's practical.
There you go. All right. We also have Mexi Mike again saying, no joke though, guys. We clown about coins, but recently a Wayne Gretzky rookie card sold for $1.29 million after the buyer paid $250K, I believe. Crypto alternative. Wow. I heard that Jake Paul also sold like
Is
his
that the NFT stuff?
Yeah. I heard that Jake Paul Logan Paul sold his card for like I think like what 2 million or something like that. Just a card of himself.
Yeah, I was actually just with them like a week ago, and they were talking about it, and it was really crazy.
Holy smokes! Wait, does Jake Paul live in Miami now?
Yes, he does.
That's dope. That's dope. Okay, cool. Funny side note. Oh, again, Mexi Mike says Renaissance female with a hard hat belt slash hat. Damn, fire emoji. They feeling you, Christina. Okay, cool. I think that's it for super chats. And yeah. So we'll get into questions now, right? So you two are in a hot seat, but at the same time, you can breathe because you got Rollo and you got Clarey here.
Yeah.
So
We're your lifelines.
So a little bit of the pressure off.
So I want to know, what do you rate yourselves on a scale of 1 to 10, and why?
Oh, well, you know what? This is actually really funny.
Yeah.
No, actually, I have this friend of mine,
Mhm.
and randomly 2 days ago, I posted a story, and he replied to it saying 6.8. No context, just 6.8.
Okay.
So I went around and to other guy friends, and I'm like, I can't believe I got rated 6.8, and everybody's like, oh wow, that's actually really good. And I'm like, oh really? I don't know. I mean, I consider myself at least an 8.
I'd give you a lot
personality.
higher than a 6.8.
Exactly. That's what I'm
The
saying. I don't know
fuck?
if he did it as a joke, but I was kind of pissed. I was kind of salty. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit.
Okay.
But I consider myself at least an 8. Personality. I cook and I clean. I know 3 languages.
And you can sing.
Independent, and I can sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You know what?
Yeah.
I will give you, on my scale, an 8 as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. And Christina?
I want to say 10, but like there's like a few things I still want to work on myself.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say a 9.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
And okay.
And like
But why?
there's just a couple things I feel like I need to like figure out before I be completely fully complete. Like I want to have like a complete residual income where, I'm like once at that's the one and only thing I feel like is not completely perfect in my life. Is
Okay.
that I'm
The
still
income.
I'm
so
still
that's
on a
why you're not
hustle. Like, I'm
10.
Right.
Yeah.
doing good, but I'm still on a hustle. Like it's not
Right.
like mailbox money yet.
Exactly. You want it to be consistent, and then once it's consistent, you know what? I could kind of be like free in that aspect.
And that's one thing I feel like is missing. It's
No.
not even missing. It's just what I'm working towards.
Perfect. Now let me ask you, Rollo.
Mhm.
From those 2 descriptions, what would you say is a fair rating?
Okay, well, so you're gonna rate yourself from a female specific context,
Mhm.
okay? Because I see what you just did right now. You're like, well, I need to get my life a little bit more in order, and it's like when we're talking about like when guys are rating, like you got 6.8, right? When guys
Yeah.
when guys are
You
rating
don't even
you,
care if we have half of a
it's like-
personality, do you?
no, I would at least give
Not
you a
even
full
half.
7
That
points.
is
I don't know where the
realistic.
0.2 comes in, but at least a 7. Okay,
At
so-
least,
yeah.
right? I think it's
Yeah.
because they got annoyed at me or something.
Well,
I don't know.
do you guys remember there long time ago
Mhm.
Hot
there
or
was
not.
hot or not,
Yeah.
Oh,
am
yeah.
I hot or not, that whole rating site and everything like that.
It was like Tinder.
That was like the very first, I think, social experiment of the internet. Was like, oh, let's put a
Yeah.
post. Let's see what the whole world is going to say. What I look like. How do I look? Right? Because it's all based on appearance. It's all based on just one photo of you.
Oh, wow.
And right now, because we live in sort of like the Tinder age, it's all based on what your initial look is.
Mhm.
So as long as you have that, that semi-attractive look, then you're going to rate higher or lower depending on. There's even an algorithm. I think John from Modern Life Daily was saying there's like, what is it? Isn't like a
There's
There's
a
like a
ratio.
photo- but ratio
on
or
hips
photo
and-
site.
Yeah, well, that was actually, there was a scientific study done on that.
yeah.
About like
decades
facial
ago.
symmetry.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not well. There's that too, but they're also talking the ratio of hips to
Hips to waist,
hips to waist,
Right, yeah.
hourglass.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
an
90,
actual
60, 90,
yeah,
or
something like that.
60,
and
90, 60.
facial symmetry, body symmetry, that kind
Right.
of stuff. So, but like, so when somebody says, "What do you think she is?" Like HB scale, right, 1 to 10, right? And right now we only see like imagery. We only see like we perceive like what
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys, I just met you tonight, right? So I can only look at you and say, okay, well, on an attractiveness scale, you are this according to like perception. But you immediately go and say, well, I do construction, and then I've got all these other qualities. You're actually exceptional because like whenever I've been in here and we've asked girls before, like, what do you bring to the table besides your looks and your sexuality?
Mhm.
Every last one of them is like, oh, I have a job and I'm starting my eyelash clipping business or whatever, that kind of
They
stuff.
better not
Miami.
be clipping eyelashes.
So what they do is they incorporate their sort of like what they think their own personal value is
Is.
with their like what their sexual market value is. And a lot of women do that, right? They'll conflate their own self-worth with the way that they look. Whereas for men, it's like we have so many things that we have to be, there's the 436 bullet point checklist of things that guys have to be competent at least. But I think, I think I might be quoting Tom Likas here about this. But there needs there's regional adjustments too. So like maybe in Miami, you're a 7, but you go to Butte, Montana, and you're a 10.
It's also all about perspective as well, though, because like some guys maybe like think I'm a 5 because they're not attracted to me because maybe they're not that type, and then like another guy looks at me and they're like, "Wow, you're like a 12," you know?
Well,
It's all about perspective.
It's regional. It's like market saturation, and there's actually an economy. That's why they call it sexual market.
I think we got some super chats. Can you guys hear me on the mic right now? I think I should.
No, we can't.
What's a
Damn.
Snapchat?
All right. No,
Yo, what kind of name is that? Fresh is too dark. Yo, I don't know who put that name, bro. Well, look, I know I'm dark, okay? You know what? This is vanilla. This is chocolate.
I'm too bright. This is too dark.
It's all good. It's all good.
You're Pepsi clear.
So he says, wait,
What up to the chat? When we drinking, y'all? What we drinking, y'all? It looks like everyone has water at the moment.
Yeah,
We're
water.
and coffee.
Yeah.
So
And,
we're kind of lame right now.
and he said, looking forward to the show, guys. And then
Can you guys not hear me on this mic?
I can hear you.
Oh, you guys can.
I can hear you.
I don't have it.
Hey, guys, give us ones in the chat if you can hear Myron Gaines on this mic.
What's about you? Are you 2 or 1?
I should be. This is mic 5.
You're coming in pretty good.
Okay,
You
that's
hear it?
fine. Yeah, I think they can hear me.
Guys, if you could-
The chat.
If you can hear Myron, okay. Myron says okay.
All right,
Cool.
Awesome.
All right, and then we had Joshua. He said, what up to the chat? Oh yeah, we said that already. Cool. Okay,
Chris, do we have any others?
then that's it.
No, we're good.
Now we're good. Okay, cool. All right, go on. Continue.
Okay, cool. So next question. Well, I'm gonna let Christina handle this how she wants to, but for you, right? What do you look for in a guy when it comes to dating? And to break it down even further, like let's say there's three categories, right? Looks, money, or status. In terms of like those 3 in order, what do you choose first? Looks, money, or status? Which is like clout.
Okay. Well, damn. Out of those 3, I would choose looks first,
Okay.
then money, I guess, and then status. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a reason why looks over?
Well, honestly, it's so funny because for the past couple of days I've been talking about dating, so this is just funny, but I have these like boxes that guys have to check before I can like even think of dating them.
Wow. Okay. Gotcha.
So like I always do that. So like for me, it's like when I meet a guy and he checks all the boxes, like I'm completely obsessed like right after, you know. But I guess looks because you have to be attracted to the person, and money doesn't really. I don't really care about money or status like that.
Gotcha. And I'm curious, like those boxes that you talked about earlier, right? Because I feel like most girls have very high standards, and some girls don't even meet their own standards. But just for like a context here, could you tell us like a little bit about those boxes?
Okay, well, for me, I don't date to date. Like I date to marry because I want to have a husband within the next 2 years. Like that's my goal. Basically, I just want to be married because the world we live in right now
It's messed up.
It's messed up. So I just like want to get in the bag and just go home. But no, some of the boxes, my list could go on, but I need the person to either speak Spanish or want to learn to speak Spanish or, understand somehow my culture, like from Spain, Sweden, all of that. Like
Yo comprende.
You're willing to learn.
Okay, talk.
But yeah, I want that, and then it's really attractive for me when a guy like is not rich or any of that, but like has a goal, has a passion, ambition, like has at least like a stable like life where he can like provide for himself and like we could grow together as in one. I feel like a lot of guys nowadays like they kind of don't really know what they're doing, and like I found myself
they're lost,
housing a lot of boys that I've dated, and like
boys are not men.
Yeah, not men for sure.
How old are you?
Me, I am 20 years old.
20 years old.
That's
Yes.
it?
Wow,
I turned 21 in 3 months.
that's impressive.
You want to get married by 22?
Yes, that's
Wow.
actually the goal.
Most girls your age are like, yo, I want to go have fun, get lit. So that's a big contrast, right?
I'm like, I've been done that.
Okay, Rollo. You know what? I want your take on that. Could you kind of like dissect like what you said for everyone?
Well, okay. Well, first off, 90% of the time, it's always going to be looks first, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, like what else qualifies after that? I was just saying a second ago, it's like for guys, there's like a bullet point check, like you're saying, check these boxes off kind of thing. And I think a lot of guys kind of shoot themselves in the foot because they think that if I don't have every single one of these things, right? And then on top of that, your checklist changes in order of importance depending on how old you happen to be. So when you get to, let's say you didn't get married at 27 or 28, that checklist might, the items on it might change
100%
as a result.
I agree.
Well said. Okay.
Okay, so you said earlier that you don't care about money and status. I don't believe that.
No, I really don't. Like
At all?
At all. Like, I mean, it's not that I don't care about money or status. Like, I don't care how much money you have as long as you are doing something with your life. Like, if you have a passion for whatever it is that you have a passion and you really think it's going to happen, then I believe it will happen. So if I have to help you get there, like, that's completely fine. If we can work together and get there, like, that's amazing. I just don't want someone that literally, like, has no money and doesn't want to go out there and get it, you know, and wants to kind of be like housed and spoiled, like not really spoiled, but like taken care of per se. Because I found myself in situations like that. Where
Do
like,
you don't have a boyfriend now?
No, I don't.
Okay. Of the guys you've dated in you're 20 years old, of the guys that you've dated in the past or been with in the past, how many of them were really like, what did they look? Did they have a type that they look really, really good and they didn't have any ambition and that's why you're single now? Or is it because you just
honestly, so the most recent guy I dated, like he was great, but his life was just a mess and like he didn't know what he wanted to do. I don't mind having to pay for all of the bills. Like that's completely fine. I've done that my whole life.
What are you doing later?
Swedish and Spanish.
You know, you may not have to wait 2 years. You're gonna take care of all the bills.
You know, like I've done that. Like it's fine. Like I understand that maybe when I'm in a rough spot, like my man is gonna help me out, and like that's okay. But when I'm waking up every morning and I'm making you breakfast and I'm making you lunch and I'm folding your underwear and I'm cleaning your dishes and you know I'm doing all of this stuff for you. Like I'm basically being your mom. Like. Do something for yourself, you know, like get up, go work, like get a passion because I have my own passions, you know.
So question. So you're saying that you would pay for the bills? Like, were you with a guy where you had to like pay for everything for him?
Yeah,
Okay.
multiple.
I can confirm that.
You can confirm?
Do this.
Yeah, she actually knows.
Can we I guess conclude that you left all of them because you had to pay the bills all the time? So therefore, what you just said was like, I wish I had my sound effects, but I don't.
It's not because of the money though. It's because they wouldn't have the motivation,
ambition
to like go out there.
But maybe I can, not to put words in your mouth, but tell me if this is somewhat accurate. Let's say, forget the money for a second. The guy's first and foremost thing in his life is you, and he derives all of his value from you. Is that going to be good or bad if he has nothing? Okay.
Bad.
So even if you are the center of his life, it ends up becoming the fact that he's too lazy to actually go and put together a life on his own, which would make a man attractive and would be one of the prerequisites because he's his own man.
Yeah.
And what I think a lot of girls, and this is very important to any of the young men listening, but I get a lot of clients like this. They're just, how do I get girls? Because like, dude, move out of your parents' basement. Like, what are you bringing to the table?
Step one.
Yeah, like do you have a core? Do you have any purpose or agency? And a lot of guys, they naively think, and I think you're corroborating this, or you agree with me somewhat, that you can't just like, this is the girl, this gives me life purpose and reason and meaning. It's like, no, you have nothing else going on, and that's going to repulse girls from you. So I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you cannot put the woman at the center of your life because it's like, well, get out of the house, George, go do something.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. Well said, man. What do you think?
No, yeah, I agree. Also, not only like having passions, because like I've been with guys that, like have passions and want to do stuff, but it's about like, okay, you want to do something, then go do it. You know, don't talk about it all the time. Don't say that you're gonna be the greatest, if you don't actually go and pursue it. You know. But yeah.
So do you prefer your guys older or younger then?
Honestly, both.
Both. Okay.
I've dated my last real relationship that lasted a year. He's 32. He just turned 33, I'm pretty sure. But then like the last guy I talked to was 20. So
gotcha.
It just depends.
Who was better, the 30-year-old or 20-year-old?
None.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess you're going to turn lesbian as well with Christina. So, Christina, tell us about a little bit about like for the people that might not know you. Oh, we got some super chats. Okay, I'll read them real quick. LMAO, Myron and Fresh. Your female guests always Kevin. Mexi Mike, $2 super chat. I can roll my R's. How to wait? No,
I can roll my R's.
Pipe wrench. Okay.
Oh, he's saying he can roll his R's.
Slide in her DMs, man.
Oh, there you go.
We got Victoria's body count. $2.
He wants to know your body count.
Mine.
Yeah.
Here
we go. Dum, dum, dum.
Honestly, I lost count.
Okay.
Honest answer.
Because I don't keep track of it. I used to when I was like 16, I'll keep track of it, but like now I don't. But
is it over 10?
Yes.
Is it over 20?
No. It's
okay.
At least 15.
At least 15.
Okay.
Not more than 15.
So from 16 to 20.
Okay. 15.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. So
guys, multiply that by 7. Okay. And then Christina, what about you? If you want to tell the people how many women have you banged?
1.
What? What? Dude, she's banged more girls than some of you guys in this chat.
Wow.
What was that? Oh, sound effects are on? Oh, okay.
Okay, we got Warriors of Wanderer says, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Myron, you're sharing the soundboard with Kevin tonight."
Yes, we are. Thank you for that. The sound effects are back. So
So Christina, let's do both, right?
Okay.
what happened?
oh, you got to talk on
All right. So when sound effects are on, you can't talk.
Oh,
yeah, just use Rollo's mic.
Let me
yeah.
can I ask something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I like to get like an idea of like your background and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Fresh.
are your families, your mom and dad still together?
No, they actually split when I was 5. I have a really fucked up childhood.
Okay. And then my other question is, do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do. I have 2 little brothers and 1 little sister.
Okay, so
Half
you're the
sisters.
oldest then in the
Yes.
whole thing. And Christina, are you folks still together?
Yeah, there.
Okay. And do you have brothers and sisters? I bet you have brothers.
No, I have
No?
a little sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So did we have any more super chats or no?
1 second.
We might have lost them. The chat's going crazy.
There you go, Jared.
Okay. Okay. Jared Robert, $5. $5 for Aaron Clarey. Bailout. Dude, bro, missed the C. You are brave, strong life coach. We out here making 6 figs and slinging deals. Okay.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you,
very
Jared.
much.
My own world question. Why do women make it priority to tell you they've been engaged in the past as if it's a good thing? Interesting. Dude, I mean, we always talk about it, man. A guy's value is based on how many girls he could bang. A girl's value is how many guys can she lock down. So simple as that.
That's average.
Oh, you guys don't agree?
No.
No? Let's then go ahead and state your disagreement.
I mean, I don't think I value myself more for how many guys have made stay in my life. I don't think that's like that.
You don't think so?
No.
Did you not say earlier that you want to get married before you're 22?
But that's not because of it's going to make myself feel more valuable. It's because that's what I want. Like, I'm not the type of girl that like wants to be around and like goes around.
But why do you want that then?
Because I don't want to be alone.
Okay. But
that doesn't validate me anymore.
But you can have multiple partners and not be alone. Why a marriage then? Why a husband?
Because I don't like to sleep around. And I honestly like to take care of somebody and wake up every morning for someone. And like, I honestly love doing wifey shit. Like, I love cleaning and cooking. Like, I love cooking, but I won't cook for myself. So like, honestly,
So you like having a guy commit to you?
Yeah, of course.
Which is exactly what I said. So anyway, continue on. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Warrior, son of the Wanderer. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Myron, you sharing the soundboard? No, we read that one already. We're caught up. Okay.
all right,
cool.
Christina. When so basically, I'll do both for you, right? So when you're looking for a guy, right? Back in those times, right?
Mm-hmm.
What came first? Looks, money, or status?
Honestly, for me, it was personality. And I
Personality.
would put that in the looks category, like in a sense, like attraction. But my attraction wasn't so much physical looks. It was, can you fucking make me laugh and like make me have a good time? Like that would be number 1.
Right. And I remember you saying your ideal guy was who again? The comedian.
But okay, so my I'm, as a male celebrity crush, I would say Seth Rogen, like for sure. He's
That's
fucking
crazy.
funny. That's hilarious.
Gross.
He said that's gross.
But okay, Christina, I know you're like, you would be, I guess, attracted to him, like, I guess emotionally maybe, but like, would you be able to like have sex with him though? Would you be able to do it?
I mean, every guy I've ever had sex with, I wasn't into like that.
So like, I can do it this time. Why not, right?
Wait, so then your body count is not 1.
They said how many girls have I
Females.
been with?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how many
7,
guys have you
7.
hated? 7?
7.
Okay.
I'm not hated. I'm friends with all of them.
No,
Right.
no, no,
No,
no. I mean,
hated
as in
sex
like, because you didn't enjoy the
Yeah.
sex. Like
Mhm.
you didn't.
7.
Yeah.
So-
No guys ever made you come, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No.
Damn. Okay.
That's crazy.
fair enough. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
girl either. Actually.
I'd be a lesbian too if that was the case. God damn.
Wait, do you meet yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Okay.
It's possible. It's just nobody else.
Wait, so if they don't
knows
make you
me
come,
like
it
me.
don't count?
There you go.
Wait,
There you
so
go.
wait, if that- okay, it's actually like 100 something.
Like
I'm just kidding.
one.
There you go.
Okay. I think we got another one.
Yes.
Fresh
Is too dark.
Dude, I thought I was the only one collecting coins.
Bruh.
Thank you for that. Hey guys, if you got questions for the ladies,
I hate his name,
if you
man.
guys got questions for ladies, go ahead and super chat them in. We got King Chris with the $10 super chat. Shout out to this all-star panel and special guests. This is the #1 podcast, and if the Fresh and Fit podcast hasn't passed you up yet, watch them catch up now for real. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Guys,
And-
we have 911 live viewers. Like the video, sub to the channel, and don't forget, guys, we're almost at what 25K right now.
I think we might have already hit 25,000 subs, but guys,
Guys, sub to the channel.
sub to the channel because a lot of you guys are real talk. A lot of you niggas are ninja watchers, man.
Yeah.
Yo, stop doing that. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Curtis Connor came at us. We got
Share
hit
it.
with the YouTube algorithm because he's a pussy boy, and he's mad because I said his girl belongs to the streets, which she does. So
I told you guys, as soon as I get on that airplane on Friday, you're gonna have 30,000 subs.
there you go. There you go.
Dude.
There you go. So I
We appreciate it, Rollo.
We appreciate it.
What
We
am
still
I-
hate your guys, though.
But I didn't help.
You're gonna be you're responsible for about 1,000 of
Thank you,
those.
thank
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
So next question is
Yes.
right. What do?
And ladies, you'll get a chance to ask us questions. too.
Yes, you will.
Don't worry.
You will.
This is not just
Yeah.
us grilling you. Like,
Yeah.
You'll be able to put the pressure, ask Fresh, how dark are you really? All these things.
I'm really dark. Like midnight. But the question is, for example, what would you say you bring to the table for a guy that you want to like be with, for example?
Wow. Okay, that's actually a really good question.
Mhm.
I think loyalty.
Mhm.
I think nowadays that's like really valuable
Well,
for sure.
Okay.
Like
Hard to find.
hard to find for sure. So
Are we
I think
doing the-
loyalty.
We're
Oh,
doing
flat.
that. Yeah.
Well, no, but also the Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
Are we
Mhm.
doing that as well? Is this the correct anser? All right, just want to make sure.
Okay.
But yeah,
So-
loyalty, and then
I
good.
think that's the first time I've heard that on this show. That's the first I've heard you ask this question lots
Yeah.
of times. That's the first time I've ever heard that come out of a woman's mouth.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that means it's true.
And Christina, for you?
I would say that as well as like support, genuine
Mm-hmm.
support, and like somebody that's willing to be in a team with a partner.
Yeah.
Like
And real homemade food from Spain and Cuba.
Okay. So sorry. Go ahead.
Who leads?
What?
Who leads?
Who leads the relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
50-50.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So 50-50,
Yeah.
right? In terms of, so for example, let's say, right? You and your guy are in the bedroom.
Mhm.
You know what, Myron? You're king at this.
No. You do it, man. You
Okay.
do it. You do
So-
it. I'm adjusting some stuff.
I'm gonna do a different story then.
Yeah.
Let's
Go ahead.
say you and your man are out, right? You just watch a nice movie, you're having a good time. You walk outside, right? And there's a midnight black robber like myself comes at you, right? And says, "Hands up! Give me your girl. I want her."
Mhm.
Are you gonna fight the guy? Or
Yeah.
is he gonna fight the guy?
I'm gonna fight the guy.
Really,
You're
nigga?
gonna fight the guy.
Yeah, I've fought guys before. I'm not scared.
So the guy has a gun.
Mm-hmm.
There's two guys with also guns.
Okay, well, this is the
I
thing.
go
Like,
to the shooting range.
I mean,
I'm gonna answer
honestly,
that
like, I
myself.
think maybe
I
you're
got a
used
gun
to
in my
talking
room.
like some like different certain girls. Like, I had a gun to my head when I was 9 years old. Like, actually. I've been taking care of myself.
Yeah.
I've been in the streets. I know what's out there. I can take care of myself. But
Okay.
obviously, if I'm with my boyfriend and it happens right there, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go and do something, and then like I'll just probably be like, "Bah."
Okay.
I wasn't so
Like,
much
I'll try.
going for scenario as
You know,
dark as that.
but when
I
does
had-
that really
I had
happen?
more of a
though?
question about the dynamics of a relationship.
I got this, man.
There you go.
I got this.
He's like, I got it.
Yeah. Okay. So so you think that it's an equal partnership?
Yeah, I think in a relationship, both sides should be equal.
Okay. I disagree. And the reason why I disagree is that men and women are not equal. There's things that men are better at than women and women are better at than men.
Yes,
How
but I feel
come?
like as a team, should be 50-50. And there's certain things that men typically do and certain things that women typically do. And hopefully both partnerships hold up and balance each other out.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. What's the most powerful country in the world?
China.
No, it's actually the United States. Well, right now it's the United States. Right now it's the United States. Oh, you know what? If you guys want to use China as an example, China is a patriarchy.
No, I know
Led by
that
men,
one. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know, and then in the United States, the point is this: we have a president, correct?
Yeah.
So nothing ever gets done by committee. There's got to be one decision maker, one final authority. That's the way things get done. That's why there's always a CEO, a leader, a boss, something like that, someone that can make a final decision. Yeah, what?
Tiebreaker.
Exactly, the tiebreaker. So my thing is, men lead, women follow. And if your girl is in a leadership position, she's inevitably going to lose attraction for you.
Oh, that's not true.
Question:
That's not
did you
true.
make more money than all the guys you used to date in the past?
Yes.
Okay. And so were you in the authority position?
No.
You were not?
No, not at all. I don't
So
think
they were
I
calling
am.
the shots?
There's no calling shots. That's what I'm saying. Like, what kind of relationships are you in? Like, what do you tell me? Like, a day in a relationship with you? Like,
Okay.
what
if
are
you're
the
gonna go on
shots
a
you're
date-
calling?
If you're going to go on a date with a guy,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
What would you like? If he told you, hey, let's go out. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Right? It's a first date.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like that?
No.
Okay. You would want the guy to tell you where to show up, what to wear, what time he's going to pay for. He's going to tell you what to do, everything,
Well,
correct?
I would like for him to be creative and
Okay.
go somewhere,
it.
but plan it. But no, don't tell me what to wear. Don't tell me you're gonna pay for it because we can split it.
You're really gonna like do a 50-50?
Yeah,
Let's keep-
honestly, like that's how my ideal relationship would be 100%. Like, I'm not saying every time we go out, we're going to split the check. Maybe you get it this time, maybe I'll get it next time, you know? But I also don't believe that it's fair for a guy to always pay for everything at all times. Trust me, my mom has tried to convince me, and maybe this is why I think this way, but like, I definitely don't think the man should pay more just because he's a man.
So you left the other guys before because you paid for everything.
No,
they didn't even
that's
give
not-
you 50-50?
But that's not why I left them. I left them because they weren't bringing anything to my life that contributed to me and our relationship. You know, it's like when you give and give and give and give, some people just take and take and take and take, and like it gets worse and worse and worse. Like, at least if he would have stayed faithful, I would have kept going, you know?
So
but
you were
it
paying
just-
for everything and he was cheating on you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Whoa.
that's the great sound effect for that one. You know?
Let me get this because you guys have taken it a direction I didn't intend with my question.
you asked the original one.
Right, I asked the original one. Here's the problem that I face. Forget whether it's the guy or the girl. That's not my argument. There has to be one leader, one final arbiter of decisions. If you try this 50-50 bullshit, it's constant committee. And when you say you're going to support someone, no, you're not. Now I'm going to predict if it's 50-50. And the reason why is if you have 50-50 and I'm vested and we're equal partners in leadership, I'm not saying equal partners in the relationship, that I've seen it before. Well, why do you do that? Why do you do that? But it's like, just shut up and do what I tell you.
Okay,
And
time
no,
out.
hold it. And the reason why,
Well, this is going to be a good debate.
well, no, and here's the other thing. It could also be the woman telling the guy
Right.
to shut up and do it, because there has to be one leader.
But
And
who
the
says
reason-
that? Why
because
does it have
because it's
to be that
dynamics,
way?
because you're going to have such an efficiency. I'll give you an example
Okay.
from my background profession. I used to be a ballroom dance instructor.
Mhm.
Okay. You cannot have two leaders. You cannot have two followers. The followers just stand there and look at each other, and the leaders constantly fight each other. In order for that dance to continue, and other things in the natural world, like electricity, there needs to be a positive and a negative, not a negative.
I agree with
connotation.
that. I mean, I agree that with different things and like obviously like workspaces, like there definitely needs to be one person that kind of like sets the rules. But when it comes to a relationship,
Right.
I definitely don't think that there should be an alpha or like, you know, like it's 50-50. Like I want to go somewhere, and if you don't want to go, then cool, stay.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like,
Yeah, but and that's fine if you're, I guess, libertarian about not too. And then there's some things it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But if it comes to a decision that's important, and then it's equal, and you have 50% of the votes, each of you, and you
Mhm.
disagree, but it's about something important, like say having kids or something.
yeah,
That is going to cause a tremendous amount of conflict between. And so, again, and I've said this
Yeah.
before, I don't care who wears the pants of the family, one person better. Because otherwise, I have seen it just results in conflict and grating and ramming heads. Not a guarantee. I guess there's some hippies from the 60s did a lot of pot and they're still married together with like, yeah, man, whatever. But I would just happen to just the concept of the idealism of equal partners. Yes, equal partners in the relationship. But when it comes to leading, would it be correct to assume that most young women today want that equal leadership? And they expect, do they view that as the ideal? Like, you're not going to find a girl that wants to submit to a guy, nor would you want a woman to take a role of leading the guy.
I just honestly, like, I don't know, when it comes to me, like, I let my partner do whatever he wants. I do whatever I want. Whenever it comes to important decisions, we come to a conclusion, you know, what's beside, like, feelings apart. There's a problem. We need to figure out, you know, what's the best solutions. No feelings hurt. We come into an agreement, 50-50. We make it happen.
I think for sure, like, you need to take your partner's, I guess, you got to take their view, right? And make a decision. But at the point I'm trying to make is that there's got to be a final deciding official, and it can't be the woman. I'm a firm believer that if your girl's the leader of the relationship, she's going to leave you or go lesbian. You know, that's why Christina. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is a very rare opportunity because we have Christina here, so I'm going to ask this question.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Show me an egalitarian relationship, and I will show you where the woman leads in that relationship. It will always default to her because the guy is always the one who's trying to qualify himself because of that checklist that you're just talking about. He's always got to keep up, because if he doesn't, somebody's going to come there and outshine him. Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to egalitarianism or equality, what I call equalism, there's no such thing as an equal relationship between human beings whatsoever. And I can prove that to you. Are you in a relationship with a girl right now?
No, I'm in a relationship with my right hand.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Okay. But have you had relationships with women?
More so friends where we just kind of messed around, not like.
Oh, okay.
Like
real quick, guys. Super chats. Quick little transition. Bro Truth, $2 super chat. Super cap. Thank you, Bro Truth. Vic Nova, body count of 15 before 20, but she says I don't like sleeping around. LMFAO. And whose world is that? Not sleeping around. Hey man, that ain't that bad of a body count, man. Okay. King Life, $4.99 super chat. What can you cook, girl, on the right? Okay. We will ask Keela that. It's oh wow, Chase P with the $100 super chat. Thank you for that, Chase P. Life-saving mentors, thank you. And Chase, thank you for that money, because I will definitely use it on some drugs later. I'm just kidding. So, okay, Bitcoin Bobby. She only, 2021? She a freshman to Cap City University, y'all. She will learn. It can't be 50-50. Hey, guys, everyone's open to their opinion. You know, it is what it is. Nonstop Dre, $360, $2. Cappy keeps his pimp hand strong. Over 9,000. It is hilarious.
It's over
9,000. How to fight 499. She'll call into Kevin Samuel, 7 years, asking where the 50-50 men at. And then what else do we got? Okay, Elijah. Is it? Yeah, Elijah Morton, 499. Women hate having to lead. I caught COVID. It was bad, and my girl at the time started getting disrespectful. Hey, yeah, man, yeah, dude. I mean, you got sick. You started to get weak, and she was like, "Oh, this dude's a bitch nigga, man." And then she was, she started disrespecting you. So
we have MLD. So
Uh-oh.
do phone lines or no?
We'll open them up, but we'll do phone lines if we have time.
Get him set up. I want to finish what I was doing here.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rollo. Go ahead.
The reason I'm asking this is because in any human relationship, there's always a dominant personality and a submissive personality. Yeah. Even in homosexual relationships, there's a dom and there is a sub involved in that. So it's not just about like, you do this or you do that. And usually when it's in a heterosexual relationship, what's happening is the person or the partner that has the higher sexual market value than the other is usually the one that is setting the rules, even if they don't think that they are. Because you might say, well, we're in an equal partnership, and your boyfriend might go, yeah, we really are. What do you want to go tonight? What do you want to do tonight? How can we, what should we do? Right? Like deferring to you, because there's this natural sense, like a hindbrain, like evolved subconscious sense that you're the hottest girl I've ever been with, so I got to do what she wants to, even if he's not, like he's playing 50-50 with you at the same time. So you might think that you're having this, egalitarian, equalist kind of relationship, when in fact he's deferring to you as the authority of the relationship. He might not even realize he's doing it. But he's deferring to you because it's like he doesn't want, he doesn't want to fuck up the best thing he's ever had, right?
I mean, that's a good point.
Well, there's also the issue of every guy kind of, it's logical. You want to be nice. You want to make your wife happy or your girlfriend, whoever you're committed to, which almost presents over time, you'll become a doormat. Like every once in a while, you got to say, no, we're not doing that. Instead of just being an agreeable yutz and showing a little bit of a spine.
It's authority.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, and Myron pointed out, well, this is not a dictator. I mean, one person analogized it to Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock, where, okay, Mr. Spock technically answered to Kirk. Kirk outranked him. But not once in the episode did you see Kirk, bitch, Spock, get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. It was not, I mean, he always console. So there, and again, you and I disagree because I've seen it, where the woman obviously has to wear the pants because the guy is such a pussy. Yeah. So it still works in that weird way. But it is, when you said support, you want to support your partner.
It doesn't necessarily mean financial.
No. I mean,
it could be emotional support, all different types of support.
Yeah. Forget the money. I'll gladly not have financial support. What I would love is, what do you want? Turkey. Are you sure? Yes. Well, why do you want turkey? I don't fucking philosophically know why I want turkey. I'm not Socrates. And then that is where you're not supporting anymore because you're not letting the guy effing lead, or a girl in that case, or whoever the dominant person is. But But
is that leaning though?
Is that leaning?
Leading.
What's leading?
Leading.
No, what it really is disrespect and not honesty. Do you like split pea soup? No. Well, if you had my split pea, shut the fuck up, bitch. God damn it. And these are minor things,
no,
obviously. But I'm trying to show the dynamic as if you really want to support your partner, male or female. But especially when it comes to women supporting the men, it almost has to come to that point, like, well, he's your father. He's the father, talk to your father and you defer to him or whatever. Well, if your dad said this, that's what it is. Mere for functionality. And then what I fear is if you have a truly equal thing, there's never going to be that just defer to make the relationship go smoothly. And not asking me about split pea soup, but do you understand that concept? Okay. Because what I fear for a lot of young women is they've been given all this equal and you got to compete against men and and it's like, okay, logically you want to support and love your man, but do you know what that means in a bimodal or a two-person relationship? And so inevitably, just for the sake of efficiency, it's going to come down to where one person has perfect. Rollo, you were married, okay? Do you know how to drive?
Still married.
Yeah, you're still married. Do you know how to drive from Las Vegas to from Reno to Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Has your wife told you where to drive or what turn? She
Not
hasn't.
even, no.
Did she ever try?
No. I that's the thing is, like, at least in my relationship anyways, it's like and people always say this, well, you have to use game all the time on your wife or whatever. I'm like, no, I am the game. Right. I like when that split pea soup, argument comes up, that doesn't come up. Right. Because it's like I'm already 3 steps ahead in that, because that's just my personality. It's like second nature right now. Guys always ask me, like, how do you internalize the red pill? I'm just like, well, it takes time and practice and everything else. So for instance, when we first lived in Reno and then I was going to move to Orlando because I was transferring out there with the liquor company that I was working with. And I said, we're going to move to Orlando. It was the mental point of origin. There you have it. Right. I'm like, we're going to move to Orlando. We're going to, uproot everything and move out there because I've got a really great job, blah, blah. It seems like a good thing. We're going to go. And it wasn't, hey, do you want to go? Hey, can we go? Can we please go? What do you think? And there was no discussion about, oh, my work is here. My friends are here. It wasn't anything like that. You know what she says? She says, you're my husband. I go where you go.
Right. Now, let's just switch the roles. Let's say it was the wife that was moving and saying we have to go. It doesn't matter if it's the husband or the wife on the counterparty. If they were truly equal, you would have now this argument, not an argument, but there'd be arguments against moving to Orlando. My career is here in Reno. Right. The children are here. And that is like,
yes, you'll have, yeah.
Right.
Well, and I use that. You want to know why I don't use myself as an example in a lot of this stuff. When I'm giving illustrations, that's one of the reasons. And the other thing is that we haven't really spelled this out yet is that there's the Pareto principle. There's the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the guys you're going to be with are going to be submissive anyways, because they can't believe their luck that they got with.
She's got boobs.
Yeah, she's got boobs. She actually touched me.
One that came with boobs. I can't.
Yeah, and so what happens is when you're looking for, like, you want a guy with drive and ambition and everything, he's got to have a lot of things, right? And I'm glad you said loyalty as something you bring to the table, because most girls won't say that. And not because they wouldn't be, but because that's not the first thing that comes to their head.
Yeah.
Right?
We got a bunch of super chats coming in. Okay, by the way, guys, we also got 1,076 live viewers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. Ken Deal, shout out. Thank you guys for the support. Ken Deal speaks with the $5 super chat. Being the leader in the relationship provides the purpose and direction that requires logic and reasoning, something women aren't typically known for. It's true, man. Women are, it's biologically proven that they're less logical than men are. Okay, Kyle won $5. Believe in relationships are 50-50 is why you ladies have never had a successful relationship. And if you insist on it, you also will never. Kyle really doesn't hold back the punches. Well, hey, guys, joke's on you, Kyle. Christina's lesbian. So anyway, just kidding. Thank you for the super chat, man. Jose Navarro, $5. They want 50-50 because they know the nature of men is to be leaders and provide, so they deep down know it will never play out that way. Nah, man, I agree with Rollo. It's because most guys they deal with are betas in the first place.
Yes.
So they think that it's
that's why
like
that's
default.
at the top of the list for like drive and ambition, everything else, because it's so fucking rare right now. And it's the other thing is that the guy you're going to be attracted to is probably going to be in the top 20% of guys who will have ambition and drive
and they will naturally fall into his leadership
also,
frame.
Some of those guys that I feel like they date, they look good and they look very like that type. A lot of them are broke.
Yeah.
They have no drive. And for example, I've seen so many girls, especially in Miami, they'll date like a tall 6-foot guy. He's in shape, looks good, maybe ex-convict, whatever, but he doesn't have the drive and ambition to do something for his life. But because he's that guy that they see physically, you know what? I'll date this guy. I'll give him a shot. I'll take care of him. Like, as we all know,
After like a couple weeks, they're gonna be tired of that shit. Yeah,
it's not gonna work out because you can't handle that.
All right, real quick, I'm just gonna finish these guys. Okay, Fred Friedman, so well, $10. Would my Spanish speaking skills help me get the girls in Latin American countries, particularly if I'm quite a bit taller than the Irish ballroom dancing economist from the Midwest? He hates dogs. Yeah, they're shooting shots at you, Aaron. Okay, Bro Truth, has a dude ever slid in the DMs and got them skins? We will answer that. Rollo makes his point. Joshua the King, $5. 50-50 only works with 50s Mac and 50% cheese. 3-piece, no biscuit. Thank you for that. Mass, $5. What made these ladies think of China as the most powerful nation? Also, since they said the secret word MLD appeared, it's like, where's Waldo? Facts. Susie said China's the superpower. John's here. But no, China is, China's, they're doing a bunch of things. Fred Friedman, so well. Sorry, guys, my glasses are, I'm blind. Anyway, does Cappy hate Christian girls or canines more? Okay, I hate, yep. And then here we go again, Nonstop Dre, $360, $2. Cappy keeping his foot strong on these 403s. Okay, taking us, based and bearded, taking a shot of bourbon every time Rollo says egalitarian salute. Yeah, you're drunk as fuck by now, my man. Okay, J Doe, $5. Now I know why Chris was freaking out in the back. I was wondering why he was waving his arms. Okay, my pops and mom's been successfully married 37 years, no adultery, drama, or lies under patriarchy. Real men are benevolent dictators, period. 50-50 is bullshit. I agree. I am Fidel Castro. Just kidding. Let's continue on. Fred Friedman, so well, $5. Rollo, can you talk about why you think Roosh found the God pill? Clarey, maybe he got burnt out due to low ROI on pursuit. Will more men follow him? We will answer that, guys. That's actually an excellent question. Chris, can you save that one? And then Tricky Trini, will the girl on the right give up IG for a man of value? Oh, that's a good question too. We'll Instagram. As you guys guys, you guys got to speak in full language here for Aaron. He's behind.
That.
Yeah. We got two senior citizens on the panel, guys. Okay, then just kidding. And then we got Nick Too Quick, $5 showing support. Keep up the great work, everyone. Yo, thank you so much, guys, for all these super chats, man. We appreciate it greatly. JP, $2.99. Can you talk about Kim divorcing Kanye? All right, we'll break that down a little bit too and give a round table panel. I'm ready. Chris, can you also save that one as well? And we're good. Okay, we're caught up. Rollo, make your point, then we'll hit those super chat questions.
I was just gonna say, whenever you're asked, like, and this is nothing on you, okay, my friend.
Here it goes. Shoot the shot.
No. Whenever you're asking, what do you look for in a guy? You're already just the very question. You're presuming that they're looking for monogamy. You presuming that, what do you look for in a guy, right? Women will always default to like the beta buck side of hypergamy, right? It will always be, well, he's got to be funny, he's got to love his mom, he's got to like puppies, he's got to like, he's got to have ambition, he's got to have some money, he's got to be going someplace, yada 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 yada. What you're going to get, I'm surprised, maybe we have seen it already in the chat, but like most of these guys are going to go, yeah, but the hot guy from the foam cannon party in Cancun is the one that she's going to be having sex with, 15 right now. But like, if you're like going forward, I think these guys, whenever you're asking a woman like what it is that you're looking for, it's not about like what arouses you, what gets you off, well, what's the hot guy, what does he look like, what do I have to be to like get you into bed, as opposed to what do I have to be to get you into bed, but also to be your husband for, or have kids with you. And at 20, it surprises me that that's even like in your head right now, because most of the girls that come through here aren't talking like that. But when you're asking that question, you're saying like, what is attractive to you in the long term security and babies and family and everything, in the future. And then there's what is arousing to you in the short term. Like, what is it that gets you, like, when you're at the beach, what guy walks by that you go, damn, I want to get with that guy. And so there's like, you kind of have to, I think you really have to separate the arousal factor with like alpha fucks with beta bucks. You have to have the arousal side of things as well as because whenever you ask what is it that you want in a guy, well, of course they're going to say that. It seems like the right thing to say. They're not going to say, well, I need a dude who's like 6'1" and it's got to be jacked and has a V taper and
New Balance shoes.
Yeah, New Balance shoes or something like that. Yeah. And six pack abs and everything else, because that doesn't sound right, because you're on the air with 1,075 people right now.
That's actually 1,115 people.
There we go.
Shout out to guys, like the video, comment, subscribe, because again, we're getting shadow banned thanks to us making fun of Curtis Connor and other social justice warriors that are coming after us for being politically incorrect. So like the video, guys, help us in the algorithm.
I was gonna say, I can guarantee there's guys in the chat right now who are gonna see this, they're gonna go, oh yeah, sure, whatever. If she was on Tinder and she saw this guy who was really, really hot, she'd get with him and any day of the week, right? It doesn't matter if he has money, doesn't matter if he has status, doesn't matter if he has drive or ambition. All he has to do is be hot, show up, they have sex, and that's the end of the story. If that's all you're thinking, you're only thinking on one side of the mating strategy equation.
I've never had a Tinder ever.
Really?
Ever.
Bumble?
No dating sites ever.
Hinge?
Nothing.
No?
Nothing.
I believe it, because I've noticed a lot of girls like
Instagram.
they feel like
But you
dating
do
apps
have
below
a
them.
very strong Instagram presence. I've noticed.
Thank you.
The guys that you meet, do they all come from Instagram? Typically?
No, typically it's organically, like I meet them out, but I don't honestly, I don't really think I've ever like hooked up with a guy that's got into my DMs.
The lie detector determined that was
Where is the lie detector? No, for real.
There's an actual lie detector here, though. Do we get it working?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we do have a lie
guys,
detector.
I have met a guy and then he has texted me on DM and then like something's happened, but not like off the request. Never.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
all right. Well, you still miss. Okay, the same thing though. So you met him through Instagram though.
No, I met
Like, you
him
guys
in
talked-
person.
oh, and then you guys talked on Instagram.
Exactly. Like, let's say I met him
okay.
at a party and then like he hit me up through Instagram.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So okay, let's hit some of these super chat questions that we had. The first one, I think. Chris, what was the first one? Okay, is it Chris trying to find it? Okay, we'll hit the Kanye West and Kim thing. What are your guys' takes on that?
Thank God.
Go ahead.
That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
because
a Telegram. Okay, we'll hit the Kanye and Kim thing
What?
first. Go ahead.
going back to how you guys were saying like alpha in the relationship or whatever, we all know Kim is the alpha.
Yeah.
We all know
Yeah.
Kim is the one with the head on her shoulders. She is a boss ass bitch. But
But okay, I disagree. But continue.
okay. I want to know why. But
Okay.
anyway,
After you give your opinion,
Yeah.
Would you say she's the dominant one in the relationship?
I'll go after her.
Yeah.
And then I'll go after. Yeah, I'll let the two
I
ladies
think
go first.
I think that the way he's handled most of the things online
Yeah.
and like publicly are really messed up. And like you shouldn't do that to your wife or the mother of your 4 or 5 kids. Like you shouldn't do that. Like the tweets, everything that he goes on saying, and like all the crazy stuff that makes her and him look bad. At least like she's not the type of person that would ever go on social media and say anything about her relationship. And so why would you do that and like put her through that?
You know what's
That's
funny,
messed
though?
up.
I feel like she married him as he was though, till death do us part. So my thing is, if you marry Kanye West, you're gonna get Kanye West.
But I don't
She did
think
it for the clout, man. 100%. When he married her, he was at the top of his. He was like, you know, on
the top.
I mean, he's still a genius musician now, but Kim Kardashian, I'll tell you this: she is a professional at clout extracting. Like every guy that she's dealt with, it has helped her career to some degree. Whether it was Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries, Ray J. You know what I'm saying?
First.
Like she took calculated risks, right? Yeah, she took calculated risks, but she was able to climb the social ladder based off of honestly having sex and just and being attractive. Where she's basically done what every girl in LA is trying to do and hopes they can do, and she pioneered it. So that's what I think. But like, yeah, she got to a point where she got with Kanye, built her brand up, and then, you know, she was like, okay, I can tolerate this for a bit, but because I'll give her credit. Kanye is fucking crazy. The fact that she lasted that long, I'm surprised.
But I mean, she definitely loved him. Like you can like me as like
sure,
no, she definitely loved him. You don't just have 4 kids with someone just because of clout or because of money or because they bring you into a higher status. Like I don't believe that whatsoever.
I kind of think the whole thing, I could be completely wrong, but I look at relationships like that like it's a business decision. And
that would be the lesbian thing to say.
And I think that most of the crazy that happened was a decision to do things to make them both stay relevant. Like I feel like almost everything that happened, even if it was him talking shit, they knew that would bring more attention, bring more money. And then Kanye was going to drop his album shortly after. Like, I think almost everything that they do is a plan. Like, I don't think that.
Well, I mean, when that's your business, it kind of makes sense. Like, I don't.
Music scene, so you know how people like kind of do things, kind of like
everything that you think is real it's probably
not.
It's literally.
It's all a conspiracy, guys. It's all a conspiracy.
There you go. All right. Bro, true. Fun fact. Chicks get wet when you hit the like button. Guys, like the video.
Like the goddamn video. We're almost at 1,200 live viewers. Okay. Oh, super chats. Okay. Aman Sharma, $5. There's a difference between attraction and arousal. So what arouses you ladies? Okay, that's a good question. We will answer that one next. Yes. And Chris sent me some of the super chats, so we'll do that. Omar Talat, Canadian, $5. First time listener. This is dope. Shout out to Rollo. You're doing God's work. I read your book. Oh. Absolutely, guys. Go get his book. Which damn it. Okay, we will get a copy of the book, right? Rachel, can you pass me that book over there on the top, the black book? Okay. She has the list because Sean O'Neill. She has the list because she has yet to be with the man she desires. Only males that have disappointed.
I was going to ask that. I was going to say.
Thank you. Shout out to Rachel, by the way. Thank you. She doesn't want to come on camera, but guys, go get his book. It's in on Amazon right now. The Rational Male Religion. It's a great book, and I will get my copy signed by Rollo.
Shouldn't I already? Oh no, I didn't sign it.
You didn't sign it last time, man. You left me hanging. Let's finish CDs real quick. Okay, now stop Drake 360, $2. Do the two women believe in toxic masculinity? Excellent question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the lesbian believes in it. Come on, guys. She hates me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like the only toxically masculine guy she likes. Okay, Mexi Mike. Females presented with option of handsome, wealthy entrepreneur, genius, salsa, ramba dancer. You girls interested in some lessons? Because I know a guy. Okay, Mexi Mike. Shoot your shot in DMs, baby. Now stop Drake 360, $2. Hit the like button. Like Cappy hits dogs, JK. Okay.
By the way, Cappy likes my dog, by the way.
Yeah. Guys, we do have the lie detector in the studio. If you guys want us to use a lie detector, donate a lot of money. No, I'm just kidding. But we do have it in. We got to figure out how to use it, which would be weird if we tried to do it on air, but that's a whole other thing. Yeah. What else? Any others? No. Okay.
Yeah, but Rollo brought up a good point about not asking just like the general, like, what do you look for? But ask also as well, in tangent to that, what do you look for in a short term, like a one-night stand? So I will ask that question moving forward on the show. Okay. So adding to that question, let's say you meet a guy for the first time. What does it take for him to become that one-night stand if you were gonna do it anyway?
I've never had a one-night stand.
Never?
Never.
In 15, you've never had a one. They've all been relationships. They've all been relationships.
No, not relationships. I've slept with them again.
Okay.
Slept with them again. A one-night stand is when you meet someone, you fuck them, and then you never see them again, right?
No. That could also mean like, okay, one night stand could mean, okay, you met them for the first time, right?
Okay.
You did that same night, and then you don't talk for a little bit.
I guess I have done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
But I'm still friends with them.
Have you ever had a same night late? Like you meet the guy and you had sex with him?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for being honest. All right. So we got some super chats here. Christina, have you ever met a woman and had sex with her that same night?
No.
Have you ever met a guy and had sex with him that night?
No.
Never?
Never.
Really?
Never.
Damn. Okay. All right.
So much caps in the chat.
Yeah. They're saying she's okay.
I believe
So
her, though.
we have
I
some
believe her.
super chats right here. King Life, what can you cook on the right? I think he's asking you.
Wait, what? Oh, me?
They were asking what can you cook?
Tortilla española. Whenever
Oh,
you want
damn!
some, I
Tortillas?
got you.
Ooh, she brought up
Really,
the
really
accent.
good,
You know it's good then.
actually.
What Swedish dishes can you?
Swedish
Yeah.
dishes. I can do Swedish köttbullar
Mhm.
with mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And our little, I forget what it's called in
You have my
English.
attention.
Yeah, there you go. Just like get over here. Okay, so
And then Cuban food as well.
So wait, you're I might have missed it while I was adjusting everything. You're what, Cuban and what?
I was born in Spain, raised in Spain.
Uh-huh.
But when I was 8 years old, my mom moved to Sweden. So I would spend 3 months in Sweden, 3 months in Spain until I turned 16.
Okay.
And then I moved to America. But my mom is Cuban.
Okay.
So
All right.
technically Spanish, Swedish, and Cuban.
So you're all kinds of fucked up. All right.
Yes, very much so.
Life-saving mentors. Thanks. Okay. Can you talk about Roosh and the God, Bill Clarey? We will have that at the end, guys, because that's like a more deep philosophical conversation. Kim divorcing. Okay. And then toxic masculinity. Let's get the lady's takes on it.
Can what's toxic masculinity to you? Like, what does that mean to you?
I don't think it exists.
Oh,
If you're going to ask
what
me
is
personally.
it like?
I think it's a social construct.
I think that there's such an expectation of men to be a certain way, to show no emotion, to just conduct themselves in what is considered manly, which is just extreme masculinity, and it's not realistic.
So you're
it's
saying
almost-
that guys fake being that much?
they just put on such a shield,
Oh.
and they.
Christina, break it down for
the
So do you believe in
masculinity.
toxic masculinity? And I guess define it.
I think
Do you
it's a
believe in it?
social
And then
construct, and I think that guys are doing what they can to appear what society considers more masculine, whether it's really how they are or not. And I think it's toxic, yeah, for sure.
So you think it's so? What makes it like what are the I guess features that make it toxic?
So
in your
I
opinion?
think this goes multiple ways. I think some women try way too hard to appear to be feminine, like because they think that this is how women should be. And they will put on like a little girly voice and like all this stuff. Like, just talk in your normal voice.
Damn, that
Just
was
be
hot.
Yourself. Like, you guys like that? Should I just talk like that all the time?
What
Just-
would you, in terms of toxic masculinity for both of you, would you, since it's toxic now, and men are trying to be men?
Well, I don't
are
know
they-
if I believe in that yet.
Okay, well, we can get definition, but just out of curiosity, is this a more recent advent? Like men just recently started becoming more toxic? Because what concerns me is I haven't really seen it in my male peers. If anything, I've seen men get more effeminate. And now all of a sudden it's toxic. And it's like, this has been the behavior for about 2 million years of male existence. Or did I not witness something that you guys have seen where men are becoming super macho and super hard on themselves and super unrealistic? Because is there this crisis of men trying to be too masculine?
I mean, maybe it's not something new. Maybe it's just been going on.
Okay,
but
so how is that toxic if it's natural for 2 million years of
okay, so
human
I'm not.
evolution?
I'm saying the extremes.
Oh,
There's
right.
I think there's men that try over and above to be manly, and it's all negative stuff. Like,
can you give us some examples? And here's the thing, like guys, this is why I love discussions like this. Obviously, we disagree, but that's fine. We can have the open
Yeah, I just
discourse.
don't wanna
Can you give us
say-
some examples
Okay.
of what you think makes?
So a guy, when it's a perfect opportunity to show emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like putting up a guard, like, no, I would never cry, or I would like just putting up this shield is like one of the biggest things I can think of. Or
Okay.
guys that are just like wanting to fight all the time or just being overly aggressive, and it's because they're trying to be dominant or trying to be the manly. Just be yourself, just be chill. Like,
But what if I want to beat up Fresh?
Yeah,
He
I
wants
don't
to beat
know.
up me.
Yeah.
he deserves it. I
I'm
wanna beat
kind
him
of
up too.
I'm kind of torn with that,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah. What would be your interpretation?
Honestly, I don't know. I think men are stupid sometimes and men are not stupid sometimes. I don't know. I don't really think there's toxic masculinity. I think men can be toxic just as much as women can be toxic.
But that's what I'm saying. It could go towards women
But
too.
I don't know. I think that if I meet a guy and he's always fighting people, I don't think he does it because he's trying to be more masculine. I think that's just who he is. You know? I don't know.
But
Like,
is he like that because he's like that, or because society's pushed him to be that way?
who knows? You know?
I feel like, for example, a lot of guys, especially in front of girls, that act a certain type of way.
Yeah, I
to
can.
not give off like a weak like vibe.
That is true. There's a lot of actors.
Yeah. And like,
Mhm.
for example, guys will be at the club, right? And a guy's looking at his girl a certain type of way. And naturally, at home, he's very docile and very submissive. Sorry, beta. But because he wants to show it in front of his friends and in front of the girl, you know what? We're looking at my girl like that, and it's like that's not who he really is. But it's an act.
But is it toxic though?
No. Look, 100%. I don't believe in toxic masculinity myself. But I'm saying I see like some girls may think that, but is it right? No.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll also say this too, real quick for the guys in here in the chat that are watching. If you have a guy friend and he tries to emasculate you in front of women, that dude is a piece of shit.
He's not your friend.
That guy is not your friend. Because the thing is this, and one of the ways that I could tell if a guy's actually good with women or not is if you're with a wingman and he tries to like make fun of you in front of girls that like you guys are trying to game on. Like right now we're having a podcast, right? We're talking shit, ha ha ha. That's one thing, right? Like we ain't gonna bang each other. I mean, Christina's definitely not gonna bang anybody. But anyway, but you know, we're having a discussion here. But like, if you're in a situation where you're at a club or a bar, you're trying to meet girls, and you're with your buddy, and he tries to like clown you, make you look stupid in front of the girls. That is stupidity. That's a guy you don't want to deal with. So I wouldn't consider it like toxic masculinity necessarily. I'd be like, this guy's just an idiot.
Yeah.
Now the other thing with Christina, I get
a
your
toxic
point.
friend.
Yeah, he's just a dumbass. Now with Christina's point, I see where you're coming from. Where guys, like you're saying, men don't open up, whatever. But what I will say is this. Because you used to be in the music industry, right?
Still am.
Yeah, still am. And you do many things. You wear many hats. I would say the men that you're dealing with are top 20%ers. So they're naturally going to be A-type personalities. Like, so you're not seeing a large majority of men that are actually very soft and very like weak and don't like will open up with their emotions and stuff. But the type of men that you're with, right? You know, you're at like exclusive parties, whatever. You have some connections here in Miami. These higher status men that you're dealing with, you're seeing that toxicity from them, but that's more alpha characteristics, A-type personalities. But what I'm saying is that these characteristics that you see in men is far and few between. Most guys aren't like that. And most guys, I would say, are docile and soft. And as a matter of fact, I think a big reason why the divorce rate is so high and why relationships are in the shitter is because so many men are emasculated and not weak. But I feel like you might have that perception based on like your personal status here in Miami and the fact that you rub elbows with a lot of like music industry people, rappers, etc. You know, actually I won't say it on the air, but never mind. I was gonna say but yeah, that's kind of my maybe that might be why you feel that way. But I don't know. Do you agree, disagree? Maybe.
I'm not saying that it's all men. I just
I know you're not saying all men. I know.
I think it's just something that's prevalent, and
Yeah.
whether it's new or not, I see it where it's just guys seeming to.
I think with elite men, it's not because the things that make a man successful, unfortunately, that's a byproduct of men being A-type personality, becoming successful, wanting to be dominant. Like it exudes itself in all other characteristics of their personality. If that makes sense. So it's like it's very difficult to escape it. And since you're with like higher status men like that here in Miami, that's just what happens. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Okay, can I? Well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna
Go
say,
ahead, real quick.
So, as far as toxic masculinity is concerned,
Yes.
First off, there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. There is just masculinity. When you apply a qualifier
Agreed.
like toxic, or non-toxic, or whatever qualifier that goes along with that, then you are qualifying certain aspects of whatever it is. It's a qualifier, is basically what it is. And so the aspects of masculinity that are convenient to a female mindset, a female experience, those are non-toxic, and the things that are not convenient, or the things that are threatening or frightening or in some way like seems like incongruent with you, or
just
like,
unfortunate reality.
or non-authentic, whatever, inauthentic, that's toxic masculinity, when in fact it's just a guy being a guy. So when you're
that guy being that
well,
guy.
and
maybe it's
hear
like
me out here.
somebody being toxic to themselves and they're a
Well,
man. So
okay,
then you call it
so here's the
toxic
thing: is
masculinity.
I disagree with the fact that it's a societal thing or it's a social construct. Okay, because the reason why you think that is because you are part of a generation, and myself and everybody else at this table, in fact, who have been brought up to think in terms of blank slate equalism, meaning like everybody's just the same kind of thing. We're all, you know, we just have different body parts and we all have the same experience. And the fact of the matter is that men do not process emotions in the same way that women do.
Oh, definitely not.
And I could show you neurological studies, how men's brains are wired differently than women. So when men experience emotion, it is from a different frame of reference that women do. So when we say, well, how come, we tell men that they can't cry, and how come they can't express themselves? Because our natural proclivity is to solve a problem and then figure out how we feel about it, instead of, oh my God, I feel this about this problem, and then try to figure out how to solve it. So there's like a mismatch that's going on right there. So what happens is when we're in a female-centric society, we expect men to experience life and experience emotion in the same way that women do. So your frame of reference, you're just confused because it's like, well, how come men can't? It seems toxic, it seems inauthentic that men can't cry or express their emotions or do whatever it is, and that now qualifies as toxic masculinity. Instead, what's happening is all the men at this table right here, we process and particularly negative emotion differently than women do. But since we live in this social order right now, we think that the proper way, the correct way, is to think like a woman, to experience emotion like a woman, when in fact, men do not do that unless they are taught through school and popular media and education, whatever else it is, to be more feminine, to be more like a woman, because it's more advantageous to be like a woman. So I don't want to be toxic, so I need to align myself and identify with the feminine. That's why we constantly say, you need to get in touch with your feminine side. You need to get in touch with your emotions. And guys are like, well, okay, if that's going to get me laid, if that's going to get me in good with these girls, then I'm going to make myself as much alike as a woman as I can. And then what happens is when you do that, women interpret that naturally as, this is not a man that is talking to me. This is another woman that is talking to me.
Okay, well, men could be wired a certain way, and that's fine. But being able to deal with your feelings as a man is really important.
But the reason why you say that is because you're approaching this from a female specific interpretation. So if I'm saying I don't feel the same way, or my dog died, or my mom died, or something else, and I'm not crying over it, and then you're like, oh, you're repressing your emotions. You must have been taught by society not to do that. When in fact, maybe the machinery up here doesn't experience emotion in the same way that you do. And so you think that because I don't emote the way that you would expect me to emote, or you would want me to ideally emote, like be emotional about it, just because I don't do that, there must be something wrong with me.
I see what you're saying there, actually.
Yeah, you have some sort of disability, and it must be because we still live in patriarchy, and it must be toxic masculinity, when in fact it's just the machine and it's just the brain.
I might also point out something that both men and women have to control their emotions, otherwise you wouldn't be able to function in society. And women with different neurology, men with different neurology, we go about different ways. But to give you an example of where men do control themselves, I'm not joking. This isn't shtick. I'm not trying to impress anyone. And I'll pretty much bet every guy listening right now will agree with me, because they've gone through the same thing. Like, I could kill people every freaking day. No remorse, no problem, and I'd feel good about it. I don't, not only because I would go to jail, although that's the main reason, is because, no, we can't just have someone killing and like today I could have killed 100 people on I-95.
God damn.
And just boop, like, but I don't do that because it's insane. All right, you keep it in check. The desire for men to commit violence on people they think are getting in their way, slowing down society, or just pissing us the fuck off is daily. And we're not around slugging it out. This is usually when you get drunk, then that guard goes down, and then me and Fresh fight because he was looking at.
But that also happens to me.
Well, right. And what Rollo is trying to point out is that the process of digesting that and controlling it ultimately is different. And then if men slip a little bit because we got more testosterone, or we're facing a different set of problems because those problems are not typically what a woman would face. Same thing with, like, for God's sake, I don't know. I've just learned to accept. Why are you crying? Why? What is it now? Oh, and it's something sad on the television, like
that's basic emotional response. Men tend to default to anger, and women tend to default to crying and depression, and stuff. That's why women have through the roof SSRI, antidepressant prescription.
Real quick, super chats, and then I know it's Keela, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Keela had something to say. Keela. Okay, workout with Wayne 499. Who does this girl use to vet men? Her dad, brothers, or her own intuition? That's a good question. We'll get that as well. Because we had another set of questions I got to finish here as well. KG, I'm thinking of becoming a real estate agent. Should I move to Miami?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, come on down.
Yeah.
A lot real estate talk.
Yep.
Yeah, come on down here, man. I'm actually about to close on a property any day now. Okay. KG $5, guys. We need 1K likes. Smash face into keyboard and click the button. Yes, thank you so
Like
much.
the video, guys.
Like the video, guys. And I see a bunch of flame emojis. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. We had some other super chats here. We just had a just great conversation. We couldn't stop it. Okay, fight now, cry later in a dark room 20 miles away from the nearest woman man code. Okay, Donatello, thank you so much for that. $20 super chat from David. Thank you so much for that. Wait, go back to it. Yeah, I'm gonna read it real quick. Yeah. Men tend to come from single mother homes. Women can't teach a boy how to truly be a man. True masculinity protects the feminine, leads, provides, etc. Men who lack that are liabilities. Yeah, that's facts, man.
That's
Can't
well
be no
said,
bitch ass nigga, man.
Well said,
Okay,
man.
broads nowadays want a girlfriend with an eggplant. Okay, that is true. That's why black guys are popular right now. Miguel, are you a night rider, by the way? Keela,
What?
are you a night rider?
Yes.
You are? Okay. There you go, guys. For all the black guys out there, shoot that shot.
I know
Okay.
a really dark guy.
Miguel Ochoa, the rational male is like a psychology degree times 10. Listening and taking notes live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And speaking of Albuquerque, Breaking Bad is the best show ever.
Yes.
And guys, we got 1,200 live viewers right fucking now, man.
There you go.
Guys,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
like the video and share it with a friend. Okay, next, is there any more? I think there were some more, right?
Yeah, I missed some. So Telegram.
Yo, G Money NYC, you piece of shit. My parents are from Sudan, bro. I am black, you retard. Fucking dumbass. So, yeah, someone in the chat just saw that. Like,
Uh-oh, retard alert.
North Africa, dude. What are you talking about? All right, and then image 626199, damn Rollo, and the coin guy dropping truths. Absolutely, bro. We got you, man.
That's a new name, Aaron.
And then we got Nonstop Dre 360 again. Do the women think most modern women hate men? That's a good question. We'll ask that also. Okay, so what was the? Let me go back to the questions here. This is what it was. Guys were asking, what arouses you, ladies?
Like what turns me on?
Yeah, what turns you on, guys?
Chocolate.
For me, it's a vibe, like the energy, like.
Wait, you don't like guys no more, though.
But it doesn't matter.
That was good.
It doesn't matter.
For
just
females.
in general.
Just
Yeah.
sex.
Like,
What
it-
I
turns
got
you
you.
It's
on?
an energy thing. Even the guys that I've hooked up with, it's been when the vibe is really good, and I'm like, maybe I could be into him.
I know how I
And
can.
then
I know how I can turn you heterosexual.
How?
We have to introduce you to Hotep Jesus.
Oh.
That's exactly what Hotep Jesus was saying when I was on
Yeah,
this
of
show.
course.
Mine is honestly really contradictory for what I've said before.
Oh, really?
But well, this is the thing.
I would like
no.
to change my
Just
answer.
like just disclaimer, I do believe you should have a 50-50 relationship, but in the bedroom is something different. Like I am
Are
very
you a pillow
submissive.
princess?
What is that?
Oh, you just kind of said it. Submissive.
Oh yeah, I'm very submissive when it comes to like sexual stuff. So like I guess that would be what turns me on.
She needs a man to lead.
You know, like
At all times, outside the bedroom too, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so leadership. Telegram. Okay, so I got some more here, guys. Okay. Do the girls think submission to a man is bad?
No.
No.
It
Okay.
depends on what the girl wants.
I mean, I literally just said that.
So
If
she
the
said,
girl's
yeah.
into it, then it's good. If the girl's not into
Yeah.
it, then probably
I
find
know.
somebody else if they're dominant.
Exactly.
If you met a guy and he could get you off, would you go heterosexual then?
If I could be sexually attracted to a man,
Yeah.
I would be with him. Yeah.
No, but if he could get you off, though.
I gotta
No.
be sexually attracted to a guy before they could get me off. So that comes first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't think you're a lesbian. I think you're
Okay.
sexually fluid.
I would say that's true. I've just never in my life been sexually attracted to a guy.
Mhm.
I've tried. I've been attracted to guys because the energy's great, the vibe is great between them, and like
Mhm.
it's somebody that I could see myself with. If the attraction was there, then we try to make it work, and then it's just kind of
Mhm.
like
There was
you're
a-
better in the
Nah,
friend zone.
was-
Christina is for the girls.
There was an article.
Yeah.
I wrote this article way back in the day, and it was in response to something I think I
Mhm.
saw on Oprah, and it was about like how women who were like married before, had kids, maybe they were like pushing like 38 or 39 years old, and suddenly they were divorcing their husbands, and they were looking for lesbian relationships, but with like masculine women, because they weren't getting that masculine dominance and that masculine direction and that authority, and that, you know, they wanted a guy to lead, and they couldn't find it in a guy, so they start looking for it in a woman, and suddenly out of the blue now have discovered that they're lesbians at 40 years old, and it's like, no, that's you're actually just sexually fluid, and what you're not getting in your relationship with the beta husband that you married, now you're looking for it in a butch lesbian.
I'm not really into butch girls. So.
I didn't think so. You're more like dominant. I would say you probably like really feminine girls, right?
Anywhere from like my level of femininity to way more feminine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you know how I know that? Because you
No.
you imitated that voice really well.
oh, I did.
There you go.
That's the giveaway.
Christina, have you gotten laid since we last spoke with you last time?
No,
You have not?
no,
You've been celibate for how long?
2 years, no?
over 2 years.
Like I know my girl.
Like, so what do you do now for like sexual gratification?
I masturbate almost every day.
Oh, nice.
Wait. Last time you said you would play clip.
Oh, I've not.
You said
I gotta go through the notes and find
Save
where.
a video.
So okay, so I when I masturbate, most of the time I make it a meditation. Where,
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. And she goes on her DMT trips.
no,
Yeah.
I don't do DMT. It's like the mindset that I've developed since I did DMT.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So instead of thinking about something sexual, I actually try to think about what I'm going to manifest in my life. And so I
That's
started
crazy.
speaking because sexual and creative energy come from the sacral chakra.
That is the best way to
So-
manifest, guys. For everybody listening,
And
I'm
so-
like, you should manifest
So
when
if
you
I think about
masturbate.
spoon, can I like
Wait, come again?
wait? No, all right, never mind.
So I'm about to meditate. So wait, so you're telling me I should meditate before I
Not
do it next time?
meditate specifically,
So
but
masturbation
yeah.
for me is meditation.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, wait. So you like woosah and you're jizzing at the same time?
No, you just masturbate and you think of things that you want.
Meditation is a state of mind. It's
Okay.
not necessarily like so. As I masturbate, I'm like forgetting the fact that I'm even masturbating, and I'm speaking out loud things that I'm going to manifest in my life, or just it's almost like high thoughts. Also, like it's just different. It's weird,
You mean
but
like goals and dreams?
Just imagine it as like you're masturbating, like imagine a girl masturbating, and then instead of her like saying dirty stuff, she's like, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire.
Yo, this goes to show what we told you guys all the time. What do we always say, guys?
what?
Men fall in love with their eyes. Women fall in love with with what you say in their head, right? So you got to get in a girl's head before you get in the bed. This is why dudes lie and chicks wear makeup. So guys, like
I don't wear
for
makeup.
women. Oh yeah, she does, actually yeah, she doesn't wear makeup, man. I can
There you
verify. But she's not getting laid either. So you got to pick
I'm
one.
dead.
So,
yeah, you can't have it all.
By choice.
Some super chats. Okay. J Doe, $2. Broads nowadays want a girlfriend with an eggplant. Okay. Does your girl wear an eggplant? A strap on?
I don't have a girl.
She doesn't have a
But if,
girl.
Well,
if
I
you
mean-
had one,
When the one time you had sex, I guess. Like,
You
did
know what?
guys do the-
I'd be willing to like reciprocate it though if she did. Like
So you'll put on the strap
I'm
on,
cool
then
with
she'll
like
put
a
it on.
50-50 situation.
I'm cool with
like-
the 50-50 partnership there. Okay, fair enough. She wears it half the time. You wear it the other half. All right, fair enough. Miguel Ochoa with the 499 super chat. The rational male is like, we read that one. A psychology agree.
We did?
Yeah. Yep, we read that.
Okay.
Wait.
This one.
Oh, ask them about toxically masculine guys they've effed. Have you guys banged any toxically masculine men?
well, I don't really understand it or believe in it. so I don't know.
Criminals.
Any jerks?
Oh,
What-
criminals.
Criminals.
Bad
Bad boys.
I've
Ding,
been,
ding,
I've
ding.
been
Thugs.
with one douchebag kind of guy. One.
Multiple.
And that's the only one that I'm not friends with to this day. I mean, cool.
I'm like,
but not,
honestly,
like, friends.
most of the guys I've been with have been assholes and terrible.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay. Question: do you have any male friends?
Yeah.
You do. So,
Get your phone out.
so how many male friends do you have?
How many Instagram followers do you have?
Me? Well, actually, I just hit 23,000 today.
And how many of them do you suppose are male?
Well, the
All of them.
algorithm says 70% are male.
Okay,
Okay.
so
There
my
you
thing
go.
is this then. So your guy friends, do you you think they're your real guy friends?
You know what? I'm debating that myself because I mean, honestly, like growing up, I did have almost all guy friends, and like
Why only guy? Why mostly guy friends?
because girls would just be super mean to me all the time.
Really?
I used to be really ugly growing up, and I don't know, they would just be really mean, and like
They're probably jealous of your titties. Those things are looking at me right now. I'd be mad
They're
too.
really nice, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, you guys could. Yeah.
I'm
That's an
dead.
expensive work.
Yeah, right. No, actually, I got them on sale, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, nice. There was a titty sale here in Miami, guys. For
Yes.
those- and guys, say thank you to me for getting another camera so you guys can look at those titties in 1080p. So keep donating to the super chats. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
But no, but I used to go to a lot of I went to a lot of schools growing up. I went
Yeah.
to like 13 preschools and like 7 or
God
8
damn.
like high schools. Like I went a lot around. My parents used to move a lot. So girls are kind of harder to become friends with because they're kind of like bitchy, and then guys are usually just
you don't say.
like guys are just like don't give a fuck, and they're just like whatever, like you can play with us, I guess. Like you know, like they don't care.
Yeah.
But like my whole life, I have been more like friends with boys than girls, and then now I just moved to Miami 6 months ago, so now I found myself in a group of guy friends that I really like care for, and like I love them just as like friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, for real.
Okay.
Because we believe that
men and women can't be friends.
Can't be friends, and
They do this to me already too.
Every
Get
girl
ready.
on the show that has guy friends.
Text them right now. Say you're horny. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I already told you that I could do this last time.
Because we don't.
Honestly,
Unless you're scared, then we
okay.
win.
No, I'll do it. You know what? Because I know he doesn't like me because I tried.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he friend zoned you?
Yeah.
This is a rare situation.
I know.
Does he have a
right?
girlfriend?
No.
Is he gay?
No.
He just was
Strange.
about it.
Yeah, he just wasn't about it.
He bottled out.
Yeah, there's something else to the story that she ain't telling us for him to.
Can I?
There is.
Yeah. See, there's always more. There's always more.
I'll
She ain't
spill
gonna
it.
tell
I'll
us.
spill the tea. But can I please give a disclaimer? Like
Yeah, go ahead.
when I met this group of people, I was really heartbroken over someone else, and I was going through
Oh,
like
you
that
were
little.
vulnerable, or you were vulnerable.
Yeah, I was going through that little stage of like getting really, really drunk for like a whole weekend, and I did it for 2 weekends straight. Okay, so anyway,
So you drank 14 days straight?
yeah, basically.
Aaron, can you relate with this?
Está lit.
Drunk for a whole weekend?
Yeah.
No, she was drunk for 2 weeks.
No, for the whole weekend,
Oh,
like
okay.
the 2 weeks of weekends, so like 6
Oh,
days,
okay,
I
okay.
guess.
All right,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
never
yeah.
mind then. I thought you meant like Monday, then the weekend hits, and then you're like, fuck it,
No.
I'll go to next
I
weekend.
mean,
too.
I've done that for 1 week.
Okay,
but
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Anyway,
So anyway, you were in a vulnerable state.
yes, and then I met these group of people. So it's a group of 3 friends. I hope no one's watching because I did post.
It's okay. There's only 1,220
Anyways,
people watching. Nobody knows.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, all right.
yeah. She knows the tea.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
let's do it. Story time.
Anyway, there's 3 people in this group. One of them I'm really close friends with. Nothing would ever happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would fuck me, but like I don't like, you know, that's just never gonna happen. And then there's these 2 guys.
Uh-huh.
So I met one of them first before I met the rest.
Uh-huh. It's all guys, no girls.
All guys, no girls. I met this guy first, and I when I first met him, like I really liked him. He kind of ticks all of my boxes. I was like, cute, like that's fun,
Mhm.
whatever. He really liked me at first, but then during these weekends where I was getting wasted and I just like made a mess out of myself, like genuinely, like I will never do that ever again. First time and last. But I just was crazy. Like, you know, I was just like really clingy and just like going off. Like
That's
you
every
know?
girl. Don't feel bad.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But usually it doesn't go that way. But anyway, he started not liking me because I was so annoying. Like, that's fine.
Wait,
Like,
are you
I
taking
would
accountability for your actions?
Oh, 100%.
Yo!
I'm like, I would be annoyed too. Like, it's fine.
First on a Fresh and Fit podcast, a woman is taking accountability for her fuck ups, man.
You
Yo,
bring a girl. I
round
brought
of
a woman on
applause.
the show.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, this is amazing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so yeah, so basically, like, he started not liking me, and I was like, okay, I feel you. Like, I wouldn't like me either, so it's fine. So then he went on a trip, and he was gone for like 2 weeks, and then I started hanging out a lot with the other 2 guys,
Yep.
and then I started liking one of them a lot too.
Okay, yep.
So yeah, so then this guy was like, yeah, I can't be with you because
Yeah, then it's guy code. See, I knew it. There's
Exactly.
always something that's
Guy
like
code.
he ain't gonna do it because you already banged his friend.
But I didn't. No, I'd never banged any of them.
Oh, you
Nothing. Not even kissed.
What?
Yeah.
The lie detector.
No, I swear.
That was
Literally, like actually on my mom. Like nothing ever happened.
So 2 weeks of hanging out and nothing.
Nothing. No, nothing. Like actually.
Bruh, what kind
Did he even try to sleep with you?
No. Like I'm telling
He
you, he
didn't
didn't
even
like me.
Okay. And that right there, guys, that shows what I'm saying. Like toxic masculinity is rare. Most dudes that are toxically masculine would have tried to smash you right there.
Yeah.
2 weeks?
Same day.
Bro, I didn't even give a girl 2 dates.
Yeah,
The
same
fuck?
day.
God damn.
Yeah, no, not at all.
But-
Trust
Yo.
me, I tried and I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay,
work.
but hit up the other guys then that are not your friends and say I'm horny and let's see what happens.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
Any one of them.
Any of them.
Anyone.
Because we believe that men and women can't be platonic
Yeah.
friends. We got some super chats
me
though
too.
while she
Super
texts
chat.
these guys. Oh, you gotta go? Come on.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Okay.
You can't leave.
Yeah, you can't leave.
Wait, so do I text someone
miss the
and
coin
I
guy.
recently met or like a friend?
The coin guy.
A guy that you friends with.
A guy that I friend zoned.
Yeah.
A guy that like you might have met sometime or another.
Oh
and-
my God, T. I do have the perfect guy.
Yeah, let's do it.
You'll be
Okay.
surprised. They
What do I text him?
Well, you
Oh,
text,
but I
text
don't
him
know
I'm
if it
horny.
works.
Hold
Wait,
on.
Text him I'm horny.
does it?
What are you
this
doing?
is terrible.
you want
But,
them to be like, no, I wouldn't fuck you. You're my friend. That's
oh,
what
but
we're
I've
going
already
for
fucked
right
him,
now.
so I can't do that.
Oh no,
No,
we
no.
need a guy that you.
I fucked him and then friend zoned.
Oh, damn, was the D bad? What happened?
No, it wasn't bad, but like I just wasn't into. Like he really, really liked me, and I didn't like him like
Oh, he was too
Okay.
clinky.
Yeah.
Guys, no,
Okay.
right there. That's why you can't,
that.
man.
Mm,
It's so many.
hey.
You know, we're teaching guys right now so much right now. So
Okay,
don't be
well,
too
I do
clinky.
actually have a friend that nothing's ever happened, and
Bam,
he would
let's do it.
probably be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, do it. Okay.
What do I say? I'm horny."
Someone said Cappy needs a nappy.
All right, let Cabby needs a nappy.
I know
All
it
right,
was
let's
too.
hit, let's hit these super chats. Let's go. Chris, no chats.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Send.
Let's go.
Okay.
So, but I will let you guys be. It has been fun.
You're gonna leave?
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed, man. It's
All right,
up,
Cappy.
man.
All right,
So,
man.
but
Fair
I'll
enough.
be here tomorrow.
You know what? After this, we'll.
Well, you know what I.
Want to get Taco Bell at my place while I sleep?
Okay.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't worry.
All right.
The coin collector will return.
Okay. He sounds like the guy in the game, the Lord of the Rings. He sounds like the guy, the merchant.
The merchant.
What?
Never mind. I played the game.
In case you guys didn't realize, Fresh is a mediocre comedian. There's a reason why they call him the broke Kevin Hart. He is not funny at all. Yes.
By the way, I don't share his.
This is a late night show, so you guys get to see the other side where we actually make fun of each other. Yo, guys, did you guys know that Chris looks like fucking Dr. Dre without his hat on? I swear to
Producer.
God, bro.
producer.
Like, all I can think is sipping on gin and juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the back, that West Coast stuff.
Laid back.
He's stressed, though, right now. I'll tell you guys that. He don't got a mic, and he's dealing with all the super chats. He's tight. Okay, Aaron, do you got any parting words for the people before you go?
For men, women.
For both.
Oh, there is one question I would have liked to ask the ladies.
Oh, yeah, go.
And this is going to be a testing question.
Mhm.
Is big beautiful for men?
Big what?
Is
Fat guys.
Big? No, not
No?
fat guys. Is big women, fat women, beautiful for men?
Oh,
I want
should
to.
fat women
No,
be-
stop.
No?
I didn't ask that.
All right.
I'm asking the girls, not you. Is big beautiful?
Yeah, of course it is.
So women can be big and beautiful for men.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that's wrong.
Wrong.
That's just not true.
Oh, Jesus. I'm like, damn.
There are chubby chasers, no doubt, all 0.03% of the male population. And this is not a debate. This is not like a.
I mean, I
you
think there's
know-
a reason why
you
we all
know-
exist.
You know. Do you know you have been misinformed?
I don't think
Go
I've been
on.
informed of this. I think I decided what my
Okay.
on my own.
Now,
Yeah.
may I carry you through the logic here?
100%.
Are you a guy?
No, I
All
don't
right.
believe I am.
How can you assume what men want?
Well, I'm not assuming what men want, but I'm sure that if something exists, it's because there's people out there that will like that as well.
How big is big?
I had it down to like pounds per inch because it depends on the height of the woman. But
Oh my God.
It's based on a BMI. What's her BMI?
Oh my God.
well, BMI. But no, I mean it's target models now.
Okay.
That is fat. It's not obese, but it's fat. It's overweight.
Target models?
Target models. Target, they're doing body positive and they're making the mannequins and their models.
And
look
you
like
think
they're-
they're obese?
Yeah. Well, not obese. There's
Overweight.
a definition. They're overweight. They're definitely overweight.
And who decides what overweight is?
Well, the medical profession
The-
for
yeah.
medical reasons, but in terms of physical attraction, men.
Because I have a cousin
Yeah.
and she was born fat.
Okay.
Like genuinely, that's how her body is. She's tried to go to the gym. She eats healthy. She barely
Right.
eats anything. She was a chubby kid. She's a chubby human.
You are
Like,
fake news.
you know, like that's just who she is.
Right.
You mean like the Michelin tire?
What?
She's overweight.
She's not overweight because she's healthy, but she just is big. It's
Okay.
bigger than
All right.
what you would consider normal.
Right.
But like, she's just who she is as a
Okay.
person. You know, like she was born like that. It's like me, for example.
Right,
Like,
okay, stop. I was born short. So what?
okay.
Girls don't like short guys generally. Men don't like large women. Doesn't matter what the genetics are. I'm trying to pass on a concept of fact and to kind of show where there's been some misinformation. I'd say outright propaganda especially to young women. And that's why I wanted to, because you guys seem reasonable and rational, and
Yeah.
logical. You have intelligence. And I'm just kind of shocked, frankly, like, what big is beautiful for men? That's why I qualify. Because girls would like, oh, you're beautiful today, with just like the knife in the back. And yeah, you're just wondering. But do you understand? Do young women in general understand? I know you can't speak for most women, but do you understand, or women understand, that men don't like fat chicks? They're not, they hate them, but they're not physically attracted to them.
Would you fuck a fat chick?
No.
Never.
I have, but I was drunk and was riding the moped. Which
Oh.
is,
I know a lot of guys.
if any guy knows.
I think there's literally no better way to say it than in Spanish, but I'll try to translate it. Like, if there's it's so hard. You can't translate it. Del para gustos colores. It means like whatever you like. It says whatever you like. There's different types of options for it.
But in general, would you date a guy who's 6 feet tall or 5 feet tall? Which would you prefer?
I've dated both.
Okay, which would you prefer?
The taller one, just
Okay.
because I'm tall.
Well, yeah.
I could date a guy my height.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying there are general. Would you prefer to date a guy that makes no money or $1 million?
I mean, duh.
Well, right.
I'm like, wait, which one's the one that's 6 feet?
We're just going on linear single variable.
They did do a study with that, and it was a lot of successful men, and they were short, and the women picked the bums that were tall.
Yeah,
in the
but
study, knowing
and I
about
don't.
that.
Here's the thing.
Stupid.
I don't get upset about it. That's what it is. Women are attracted to tall men, and that's how it goes. I'm absolutely fascinated at the level of being wrong about something so basic about male-female sexual dynamics and attraction, where young women today think that being fat is beautiful for men.
Well, that's
so-
fucked
and
up,
so-
though. Like,
how is
I'll
it-
give it to you. That is fucked up because, there is people out there that have no, like, literally, like me. Like, I had a say in, like, okay, I want big boobs. I'm going to go get big
Right.
boobs. And that's cool. But, like, there's a bunch of females out there that don't have the option to change their body or can't
Right.
change their body because that's how they're born.
Sucks to be them. Sucks
Okay,
to be
it
me.
sucks to be
Yeah.
them for sure. But I
So
do
let's-
believe that
but-
there's people out there for them. 100%.
yeah,
What's the
no.
point?
All
Then
right,
go
I
kill
gotta
yourself?
hold on.
I'm
I gotta
like,
say
T.
something real quick, bro. Last time I checked, I don't know anybody in Africa starving saying, "Oh, I was born fat, bro. I can't lose this weight, man. It's tough."
So
That's a social construct. If you're fat, nobody put a gun to your head and was like, "Yo, eat this cheeseburger or you die."
Okay.
No. If you're fat, it's your fucking problem. No offense to your cousin,
No.
but she's fat and it's her problem. And she should have not ate all that food. It comes down to calorie deficit versus calorie surplus.
Oh, what happens if you're fresh and you're black? I mean, he didn't choose that. He just was born that way,
Yeah.
What are you supposed to do? Put guns to women's head to sleep with the poor man?
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Thank God for calling it though, because he may be black popular. So. Hey
Hey,
man, I love it.
I
love
gotta
it,
get
bro.
going. So,
right,
thanks for
Cappy.
having me on, guys. It is
Of course.
Aaron, thank
you
you
for
for coming, man.
All right, we'll see you. You guys have a good night.
Cappy
Thank
sets
you,
the
man.
table
You
on
too.
fire.
Yeah, he's
before
on
he
the table
goes.
before. He just wanted to get this
Yeah,
down.
let me throw this gasoline on here.
I'm like, yeah, he got me all hot and shit. I'm like,
I wanted to attack the fat girls before he left. All right.
Yeah.
yeah,
One
Jesus.
guy.
I'm like, we love you, okay? No matter what your body looks like, you will be loved.
And it's okay. Make jokes back on him. He's under 6 feet. He's a peasant. So,
No, Jesus.
Ruthless
That's
on here.
no.
oh, that's what men do. We
literally.
talk some crap to each other, man. But okay. Let's catch some of these super chats then, real quick, Chris. We missed. All right, Chris Scott is tight. Is that gonna happen?
Cool.
All right, yeah, Chris is mad. All right, who's oh yeah. Okay, I will so okay, Rollo, did you have something to say?
I was going to say is, that
Yeah,
women
okay.
have higher physical standards for men than men have for women.
I mean, yeah.
Did you know? that?
Yeah. I mean,
You
you
are
know
aware of
why
that.
I know?
Men just want to see titties and an ass.
Well,
You
no,
know
well,
why.
and I'll tell you exactly why. Is because for men tend to we're opportunistic breeders. So and I know that sounds real scientific and everything, but it's if
I like that.
if the opportunity arises, like no one's ugly after 2 a.m. right? It's if the opportunity arises, like we would very much love to have sex with a 10, right?
Yep.
Great, but if we're drunk and she's horny and she's a 5 and it's after 2 a.m. We might hit it, right? Or like guys hit it with the fat girls, hit it with the skinny girls, hit it with the old girls, hit it with the young girls, hit it with no matter what it is. Guys are, like I said, are opportunistic breeders. And if you don't believe me, just go on Pornhub and see all the
Oh, I believe
variety
you.
of porn
Some
that's
strange
available
on
to
there.
guys,
I believe
right?
you.
Guys will bang midgets. Okay, so
Yeah.
so
I will take it up.
so I was gonna say is that but so men when women say that men have these unrealistic beauty standards, bullshit. Because all you have to do is just go and look and see what guys are willing to have sex with. Because again, it's men tend to be R selected, women are K
Willing
selected.
to have sex with, but their expectation on who they're gonna be with for a long time are different.
Men go via the path of least resistance. So when you see a guy who says, "I really like big women. I really like women who, or I like cougars, right? Or I like single mothers." And the reason why they have that,
Like someone here.
well, the reason why they have that, the reason why they have that preference is because that has been what has been sexually expedient for them in the past. So it's
facts.
like, well,
True.
it was easier to get with
True.
a girl who was like 42 and I'm in college, so I'm going to go hit suddenly I have a preference for
Yeah.
cougars.
Dudes say
right?
I like
Yeah.
big girls, but it's not because they really like big girls. It's because
girls
that's
are easier
That's
and
all
Oh,
they've been
you've
able to
had.
get.
Hey,
You know what I'm
and you know
saying?
what's funny?
That's facts.
For example, when I first came to America, like legit, bro.
Coming
like,
to America.
I was working at Chick-fil-A making $7 an hour, and all I got was fat chicks and single moms. I married a single mom. That's all I could get on my level of like
Your
game
leagues. You
and
thought
my-
in terms of leagues.
Yeah,
That's why.
And I thought that was the best I could do. The moment I started like working on myself and getting better at life,
Mhm.
fitness, all that stuff, I was like, yo.
So when women say like, "Oh, men have these unrealistic beauty standards. They want these stick figures who are airbrushed and they look like the Playboy centerfold with big tits and blonde hair and blue eyes and everything like that." That is, there's nothing more false than that, and provably false now that we have the internet and everything else.
Yeah, you can look at the
But
data. What
if you
they really
look at
like.
if you look at the opposite side of it, women have had the same standard of male beauty, idealized male beauty, forever.
Yeah.
It has always been the athletic build, the V taper, the bigger. And I'm not saying they don't bang guys who don't look like that. I'm just saying that is the ideal beauty
Of
for
course.
those guys, like the Greco-Roman athletic look. I'm not saying they have to be like Mr. Olympia, but
Maybe
I'm just
for
saying that
most girls.
they have to be at least somewhat muscular
Yeah.
definition. They have to have we were just saying height. That's what kind of triggered me here. Is that the height is another thing, right? Women would love a guy who is taller. They tend to prefer guys who are taller than they are,
Yep.
like relatively speaking. So you
Yep.
got a 5 foot tall woman. As long as you're like 5'5", you're taller than her. You meet that criteria,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
But you always bring up how many women think that a man is 6 foot tall, right? What's the criteria for
Well,
that?
actually, hold on.
But that's part of
Keila,
male
do you
ideal
know?
beauty.
What?
Do you know what percentage of guys are 6 feet tall in the world?
No, I don't.
What do you think?
What do you think it is?
4 or 5%?
Okay, pretty damn
Pretty
good.
close.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not that many tall men out there.
14%.
I'm like,
Well,
trust
actually,
me,
you know what?
I've looked.
Now that you mention that, you know what? That's an excellent point. So for the people that don't know, she is actually pretty tall. She's about 5'10", 5'11" or so.
I'm 5'9.5". Yeah.
So I've noticed that girls that are actually tall tend to be much more realistic about the amount of tall men out there, because
Mhm.
now they actually have to like look for them, and then they realize, wow, this is rare.
There's none.
Girls, like we had a girl in here the other night, and she was like, she said, I want a guy that's 6'5", and we're like, okay, are you aware of the percentage of men that are 6'5"? She was like, yeah, 65%. And I was like, I wasn't
What?
sure. Like, yeah, seriously,
Stupid.
I know, but yeah,
Yo,
yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
What do you think? Let me ask you this. To tag onto that, what do you think the average height of the American male is today? The average height.
5'6".
5'6"?
I'd say like 5'7", maybe.
It's 5'9".
5'9", they're pretty
Oh,
close.
Wow.
But you guys are both actually pretty tall. It's amazing
Yeah.
how the tall the girl is, the more realistic she is, at least with height.
Actually,
Mhm.
yo, did your friend respond?
Oh no, he
No?
didn't. And I also told him that it was for the podcast because it gets
Oh,
weird.
God!
I'm like, I just did no, because he
somebody
usually
else.
no. I talk to him all the time, and he usually responds to me like this. So the fact that he didn't respond to me,
He's watching you
Oh,
right now.
I was
well,
like-
you did a swipe up right before this, right?
yeah,
Oh, then never mind. The cat was out the bag. He knew what time it was because he didn't want to
Observing
get
a
on
process
air.
will
He probably
change
wanted-
the process.
He looked at our YouTube channel and saw the top video because there's one where a girl like said, "Okay, I'll call you," blah blah, and he's like, he got outed, so he probably looked. I ain't gonna get caught.
okay.
Yeah, he ain't dumb. Okay, bro, I see you, man. I see you smart. Sorry,
Alright.
Rollo, you were saying something.
No, I was just gonna say is like
My
I think that women in general know what they like as far as idealized male beauty is. I think that a lot of guys kind of beat themselves up because they're not 5'10", right? Or they're not above what the average is.
I'm like, as they
Yeah.
should,
Fresh is on.
honestly.
It's on.
Like,
It's just
beat
like-
yourself up, because me as a woman, I beat myself up every day because now I have boobs, but I didn't have any boobs, or my ass is not big enough, my waist is not skinny, my nose is too big, my face is not fucking proportionate. Like, beat yourself up for not being 5'10". Hell yeah, I beat myself up every day.
You have to
You know?
you have to compensate for deficits. There's
You know?
there's ways around it.
Like, at the end of the day, males
end of the
do
day-
have it a lot better than women do.
Whoa!
Just on everything, pretty much.
I will agree with
I
that.
would love, thank you. I would
will
love
agree
to
with
debate that
I will,
with you.
I will agree with that.
She's
because-
saying men have it better in what regards, though?
On everything,
no, well, maybe
pretty
not.
much.
Men
Yeah,
have
she's saying everything.
L- livelihood.
Men have more potential.
Oh,
If they maximize that potential, then I would agree with that. Most men don't maximize their potential.
I'll say this. This is what I've noticed. For most women, they will be able to attract a large amount of guys.
mm-hmm.
The problem is that a lot of those guys aren't necessarily going to be what they're looking for unless
For
they're
once
the
in a
top
lifetime.
level women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men, however, most men are not going to get the sex life that they want and the attention from women what they want, right?
Mhm.
They're just not. But the top percentage of men, by far, I will say, live the best life.
Yeah.
Because you got the hot girls, you have the success, etc. And men, I'll tell you this, man, guys that are successful, that have their money right, whatever, a lot of them just play the game. They don't settle down. And that's every man's deep down dream. Like any guy that says, no, I just want like a one girl, whatever, that they're lying. You know what I'm saying? Like every guy why do you think Dan Blazarian has the biggest Instagram?
I'm weak.
Because I hate to say it like that, but it's true. It's true. A lot of guys live vicariously through him.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys, shout out to Andrew Tate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's going to be here.
Do you
him and his
know
brother.
Dan?
I don't know him. Have you met him?
Yes, I know him.
Oh, you
I-
definitely
we-
smashed him.
No,
All right,
never.
so-
Actually,
One of the
I didn't have
15.
titties. He doesn't like girls without boobs.
Oh, so you didn't make the cut?
No, not at all. Actually,
What happened? You tried to get into one of the parties or what?
no. No. Honestly, I would go over there to create content for myself, and then one of my
Go over where?
friends to his house.
Okay, the
Okay.
mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ooh, I got so many questions.
I got you. No, but basically, one of my friends was working with him on his whole management. I
Ignite?
don't even know. Ignite. Yeah.
Okay.
And he never, me and him were cool. Like, I would just come over as a homie, really, like with the other girls, Like, I was
Uh-huh.
never an Ignite girl. I was never signed. He never paid for my boob job. Like,
Yeah.
none of that, you
Yep.
know? Like, I would just always go over there just
Yeah.
for fun because it's a nice house. But
But the point is, that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Good weed,
if a man has the capability and the social status and or money to live a life where he can have sex with a bunch of girls non-monogamously, he's probably not going to settle down. It's just that
100%.
such a small percentage of men can do it and actually execute it. So
Mhm.
Dan Blazarian, I'm telling you, the reason why he's so popular, Hugh Hefner, all these guys, Andrew Tate, shout out to him, Tristan Tate. People look up to that because that is what every man wants to do. They're going to sit there in line and be like, oh, I just want one girl. I'm a good guy. All this other bullshit. Because that's what society tries to
that
conform men to.
sucks so bad.
No, it doesn't, because women at the end of the day have all the cards. A majority of women have most of the cards against most of the men. It's only the top 1% of men, or the top 5% of men, I would say, that can actually dictate terms to women. Women rarely are like, how do I say this? It is very rare for women to respect the man and be able to follow his lead every single step of the way without questioning him. You know what I'm saying? Only a small percentage of men can actually adhere to these standards. Dan Blazarian is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You went to his house with other girls to hang out there, simply to hang out and be in his presence when he didn't even really give you guys any attention. That right there conveys crazy status.
Mhm.
I know it sounds fucked up to say it like that, but that's what it is. And then
I went for the free food, the free weed, and a nice house.
yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
that's all.
No, I get it. I
I'm
get it.
like,
I
But
get it.
see, he can provide that
mhm.
without much cost at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Like, he wasn't even there most of the time.
And any of your friends,
Yeah.
let's keep it a stack. You or any of your friends, if you said come to bedroom right now, you guys would have been fucking him.
Not
You know?
me.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Anyway,
yeah.
So,
I'm like, I'm sorry.
That was a lie.
so,
see, then
but-
his next step though, he has the power to say, hey, you know what? That's fine. You can leave. I can bring some more girls.
That's fine, and that's
Yeah.
completely fine.
but very
like,
few
yeah.
men can actually do that.
Yeah,
So the
a lot
point
of
is to just
Yeah.
to go back to your argument about men having it easier than women. I emphatically disagree, because
I think in life, men have it easier than women.
absolutely not. Because I'll tell you why. There's rights and privileges that you have that we
Men will
don't.
not.
Like
that
what?
men-
Like, explain.
I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, right?
Yeah.
Me and you were to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
They would be good-looking kids. I'm not gonna lie. They'd be tall, but they probably we'd have to get the daughter
Basketball
breast
babies.
surgery. Yeah, exactly. But hypothetically, right? If we were to bang, if I wanted to keep the kid and you said fuck no, I have zero right over that kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I have zero right over that kid being born or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, you know, your body, your choice, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to sign up for selective service. You don't have to join the military. You know what I'm saying? Whereas men do. So I argue that women not only have more privileges, but they actually have every right that men have and more. You know what I mean? Like if a woman accuses a man of rape, regardless of whether there's factual basis or not, she can have, with rape shield laws, she can have her identity hidden. You know what I mean? Without any real due process yet. You know what I'm saying? Even if, and then if she gets, if the guy gets, if found that is falsely accused, the woman isn't going to face any charges. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't really know much about that, but going to the child part, if you and I have sex and I become pregnant, who's carrying the baby?
You are.
Who exactly? And so you want to keep it and I don't because of the trauma that it might cause my body and the 9 months.
But I'm saying that's a privilege that you have that I don't.
Of
that's
course,
what I'm trying
but
to tell
that's because
you have 100% like rights over childbearing, 1000%.
Exactly.
Men have zero rights to any type. Women, like just like Rollo says all the time, I love that he's here. Women have 100% reproductive rights and men have zero.
Once the sperm leaves your body,
would you wish
no
to go
rights.
through what a woman does to have a child?
It's not about that.
It's not about that though.
But it kind of is.
Well,
'cause
here,
it's like,
okay.
from a
Well,
woman's
let's
perspective, it is.
let's
From a woman's perspective, it is.
Let's switch the story now.
'Cause, like-
You get pregnant
uh-huh.
and you want to have an abortion, and
Yeah.
he doesn't want you to have the child. He doesn't want you to abort the child. Doesn't matter what the fuck he wants. You get the abortion and flush the kid.
Okay, and that's fine. If you carry the baby, then we can have a fucking baby. You know,
Again,
you know,
but
like
I
it
get that.
doesn't.
I get that, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you because the argument originally,
Yeah.
not switch it,
Yeah.
was men have life easier, and I'm telling
Of
you,
course.
no, women have life easier, especially in today's day and age, because you guys are afforded rights and privileges that men do not. You have all
It
the same rights
depends
as
on
us and
where we're
privileges.
talking about.
Yeah,
in
like, it really
business,
does.
men
Name
have it
one.
so much
I'll make it
easier.
easier. Name one right or privilege that men have over you that you guys don't have.
Men in business can be taken way more seriously than a woman.
That's a burden of performance.
Men anywhere,
Men have-
even
men have to-
in the
you
music
have- men-
industry. Even in the music industry,
I
I'm
would
a
say
girl
not
and
now.
I make music and I pull up to the studio session because he said, "Oh, pull up, we're gonna make something for you," and he just wants to fuck.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? I love that you said that. You're a female musician, right? And he says, pull up and let's make
We're
some
gonna have a
music
session.
with
Yeah.
ulterior motives. You know what? At least you got in front of that artist. A man would never even get the opportunity to get in front of that artist. See the difference? Like that's what
But
I'm trying
that's
to tell
not
you.
even like that because
But
by
that-
being in the music industry, I have seen hand in hand
I
how
want a
other
record
people
contract.
Yeah.
How
help.
come I
But
can't
that's,
have?
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, look, you're saying that it's harder for women. What I'm telling you is that you guys have accesses and privileges that men will never have. And not only that, men by default have to perform. Women don't. Let's keep it real. On your Instagram, right? You got 23,000 followers.
Mhm.
70% of them are men. Let's keep it a stack. How many of them do you really think care about your captions and what you're putting or your music? They don't give a fuck. They're looking at them titties. Now, with women, you got like now. I'm gonna look at it both sides. I always say all the time when I talk with my female lady friends about this. This hardest part for women, especially attractive ones, is being taken seriously. I
Mhm.
agree that it is tough to be taken seriously. But you know what? With men, it's the same thing because we have to perform anyway. So we have to perform. You guys have to perform to the point where you're taken seriously. But my argument is this: women at least get the platform to be taken seriously. Men don't. That's the difference, especially in the music industry. Because I've heard this complaint from so many girls. I've dated a few musicians as well. Every guy invites me to the studio. They want to fuck, blah, blah, blah. But did you get to meet Future, though? Did you get to meet his analysts? Did you get to meet his team? Yeah, I did. Okay. Did you get phone numbers and contacts? Yes, I did. Okay. Shut up. Because a guy rapper would never even get the option to do that. So that's the difference.
How come some do though?
Look at they're popular
Because they're good. Because they were really good.
Because they
And
make
they-
it happen.
they made it that way.
Because they're really good. Like,
Yeah.
so I in today's day and age, let's go back 100 years. You know what? Life was harder for women. I would say it was better to be a man back then. But in today's day and age, women have all the rights that men have, along with more privileges. And on top of that, they can still pull out treat me like a lady card. So I say women can get the benefits of equality and the benefits of being treated as a lady and basically absolve themselves of the responsibilities for both. Let's keep it
But we
real.
also have to deal with a lot more than just like what it's out there in the world.
Like what?
Personally in our bodies, like going through a period. You know how fucked up that is? Let me tell you, I didn't have a period for 2 years and I just got back on mine. And let me tell you, I'd much rather be unfertile. I can't take it.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
Okay, that sucks. How about
Yeah.
this? What about being
Emotional?
a 30-year-old virgin? How about
Okay.
never having sex with a girl? How about getting made fun of and teased and bullied all the time? How about getting picked on and insulted.
But
whatever.
that's something you can fix. That's something you can do.
You can-
Honestly,
you can,
yeah.
you can fix
That's
it, but,
fixable.
but that is
Yeah.
no, it is fixable. But the point I'm trying to make is that men must fix it, and they don't have a choice. Women don't necessarily have to fix themselves. Let's keep it real. We just talked about obesity a second ago. Oh, my cousin, she's fat. You know, it's hard. She can't lose weight. We live in a world now where, like, if a woman is fat, right, and she's told, "Hey, love your curves, baby. We have plus size models, whatever. It's okay.
Healthy.
Love yourself. Healthy at any size." That's bullshit. Man, if you're fat, hey, you fat fuck, lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? There's no body positivity.
I don't believe in that. You see, like, that's different. Like, I don't believe in that at all.
Name the last fat guy that you fucked.
The last fat guy that I fucked.
Yes.
I have never been with a fat
Exactly.
guy.
So that's the point I'm trying to make.
But it's not because I don't want to. It's because I've honestly not being around a fat guy that I would want to have sex with. And it's not about him being
and that's
attractive
okay.
or not.
Here's the thing.
It's because most of them are dicks. I'll leave that out there.
Let me say this too, because you're trying to be, I get it. You're trying to be nice. Like, hey, it's not that I don't want to fuck him because he's a fat guy. It's because he's a dick. Let's keep it real. There's nothing wrong with saying I don't want to date a fat person because it's unattractive. But we live in a society now that wants to coddle people.
No, I literally almost did. She knows who I'm talking about. Like, I was about to, but he was so rude. I was like, what the fuck? Like, no.
Damn. Okay. Did he have money? Was he famous or something?
He had money.
Oh, there you go. Bam. So there's always an equalizer.
I love that.
Compensating for deficits.
I literally hate you. So
But the point I'm trying to make though is that like I said, to bring it back full circle, I think women did have it harder in the past. But in today's day and age, I think women have it better than men because you still get the privileges of being a lady while still getting equality. And on top of that, let's just keep it real, man. Like, there's things that women can do, that there's certain social situations that women can get into. There's certain privileges that women get that men will never, ever get. And I can't think of one privilege or right that a man has that a woman does not.
You guys can walk outside at night and not be scared
There
of
it
being
is.
taken advantage of. And that's a big one.
That is a big one.
That's not, I don't consider that a privilege. I don't.
I mean, it is.
That's a huge privilege. That's
the only
just like-
reason, like, because I know what you guys are thinking.
I could say, okay, well, you can walk outside and get attention from the opposite gender without trying. Like, there's always a tick for a tat with that.
Yeah.
Statistically, which gender do you think is the one that is the subject of most violent crime, men or women?
Women.
Unless you're talking men to men, maybe.
Yeah, men.
It's overwhelmingly men.
Overwhelmingly, men are the victim of violent crime.
And you know that most of them are probably gays or.
No, it's not, does it have anything to do with
that's
it?
incorrect.
No,
It's
like-
men on men, heterosexual men.
Yeah, get muggings, beating the hell, killings, violent crime. It is man.
And
on
I'm
man,
sure
not man
there was
on
a
woman.
reason why that happened, but it happens daily where, like, a female literally is just walking down the street, and just because she's a female, she gets, like,
she
assaulted. Because
well,
I
she
honestly personally have
feels
gone through a
fear.
lot of very scary situations.
A week ago, I had somebody following me.
I'm sure that I'm not doubting.
We're not doubting your guys' his experience or that women are
No,
assaulted,
yeah.
but what we are telling you is that men are far more likely, and in fact, do get assaulted far more than women do. So you're saying, oh, it's a privilege because you guys don't have to worry about getting assaulted at night. And I'm here to tell you, men overwhelmingly become the victims of violence.
Victim
more
of
than women
violent
do.
crime. Who's incarcerated more, men or women?
Men.
Who's homeless more, men or women?
Let's
Suicide
go into
rates, men.
Suicide rates, men.
Let's take random crime out of the equation.
Okay,
And let's
sure.
go into a dating sense. A man's not going to really have to have any fear that a woman's going to take advantage of him. And women have to think about that just
All the
going
time.
on dates with guys that they thought were their friend even. Like,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter who it is.
Yep.
Any guy is capable of taking advantage of them.
100%.
Okay, I would say this. Let's just keep it real.
Cardi B.
Yeah,
Cardi
Cardi
B.
B. But I see where you're coming from. That like there's always that fear in the back of your mind that this guy he's stronger than me. He can always physically overtake me, etc., and take advantage of me.
Can I, super quick, sorry,
Yeah.
quick question. How many girls do you think out of 10 have been raped?
Define rape.
No, raped. Like
Like
they didn't want to. No, like
physically
they didn't want to have
assaulted?
sex
There
with
was
someone
no
and they got
consent,
fucked.
and the person
Yeah.
went over that line.
Okay,
Exactly.
so what you're basing your definition of rape on is on consent, not an actual physical attack.
No,
kind
I'm
of rape,
talking
or is it
about-
I had sex that I
Yeah, we have
didn't
to be
want
very
to
specific.
have.
No.
On
And
a
this
date
is
rape.
actually like
Date rape.
no, like not even date rape. It's like I said, I don't want to have sex with you. I'm leaving.
Mhm.
And then you grabbed me, you punched
so
me,
that's
you
so
fucked me.
So
you
that's
know?
Yeah.
physical.
Okay.
That's
Rape.
physical.
That's what
force,
rape is.
Physical
Yeah.
forced rape.
The
Now,
word rape has been thrown around a lot, and
yeah.
like it kind of lost its value, but that's what rape is.
The reason
Yeah.
why,
Okay, yeah.
and the reason why you have to define that, is
Yeah.
because exactly
it's
what she was
ambiguous
just saying.
now.
Well, because
Yeah.
it's based on consent. Is it yes means yes? Is it no means no? Is it enthusiastic consent? Is it retroactive consent? Because right now you can have sex, and we saw this happen with Brett Kavanaugh, the Supreme
Exactly,
Court
yep.
justice. It's like you can have sex, or you can have some sort of impropriety that happened 30 years ago. There is no statute of limitations for rape at all. So, and then that's one of the very few laws in the American justice system where we can go back all the way until you were pulling Susie's hair in fourth grade, and then suddenly that's sexual assault, right?
Yeah.
So we have to define what is rape and what isn't rape, what is harassment and what isn't harassment, and you get very emotional, you get very very personal, because what happens is when you have sex with a guy and then you go, I shouldn't have had sex with him. Is that rape?
Absolutely not.
No.
If there was consent in the moment,
I mean,
then there's
honestly,
consent in the
as
moment.
a woman, you have the right to say, I had sex with him, but now I don't feel like I want to have.
Bang,
Well,
bang.
that's
That
I think
happens all the
that's
time.
fucked up.
That happens
That's
all the
fucked up.
time.
100%. And
Absolutely.
especially the reason why I feel so strongly about this, honestly, like I'm really open about my like experiences, but like I am a victim of sexual abuse since I was 10 years old till I was 15. I got my virginity taken. And then since that was the only like source of like knowing what sex was, after that I got raped 5 times by 5 different guys after I said I didn't want
forcibly
to do it.
raped, or did
forcibly
you?
forcibly. Like I was out in Spain doing my thing and like literally randomly pulled it into a freaking tunnel type shit. You know?
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, well, in that context, of course, that is because the thing is this. I know you. How long have you lived in the United States?
5 years soon.
So in the United States, and the reason why I'm saying this is because in Western culture, a lot of the time, they'll throw that term around
a lot,
just to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the term, no offense to you, Christina, like date rape. That's loosely thrown around. Like, I met this guy, we had a drink, and then we had sex. You know what? I'm kind of regretting it the morning after.
Yeah, that's
when
fucked
I
up.
say date rape, I mean somebody that you are potentially going to give consent to. Just in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
When it's a no.
I'll say this, like, obviously, rape, right? Because I'm going to say rape, right? Then instead of sexual assault, terrible thing. Any guy that does it needs to go to jail. But what I am saying is that it's a little sensationalized. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's the word is thrown out too much. Here's the problem: it takes away from real victims like you.
No,
right?
yeah, but this is the thing. Like most real victims, like me, won't speak up about it, won't go to the police, won't do anything about it, and then you have all these girls that do hook up with guys and then regret it in the morning and put them in jail. When like they didn't do anything.
And then you have ambiguity
Yeah.
that goes along with that.
Like, and here's the thing: when Brett Kavanaugh, right, the Supreme Court justice that was accused of rape 40 years ago, the woman had an incentive. She made $1 million from it. She had a book that was going out. She had a GoFundMe. So there is a financial incentive for women to come out and make allegations. Derek, who's the guy from the Bulls, the player from the Bulls that got accused of rape, and then she withdraw and just hit him with a financial litigation. And same thing with Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Non-substantiated. She ended up pulling back the criminal charges and just sued him civilly. So there's definitely financial incentive, especially after going for a guy, that has some kind of status. But
it's hard.
It's a touchy subject. Yeah,
because
it's a touchy subject.
You have girls that actually have been abused, like yourself.
Yeah.
And then girls that just do it for profit.
Most girls
Yeah.
that have actually been abused will never go to the
They'll
police.
never say anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the spotlight and the public eye, the ones that are coming to the forefront are the ones that are trying to get up.
Yeah, and it sucks because it takes away from people like you. Because like what you just said, that's
messed up.
That's
those
fucked up.
guys should be burned at the stake.
Yeah.
So I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
just add fuel to the fire. I lost my virginity getting raped at 23.
Oh, for real?
Absolutely.
How old are you now?
I'm 30, almost 31. I've been raped 3 times in my life.
Yeah. It's more common than you
forcibly,
think. 3
or
times.
was it regret, or is it
I've
forcibly,
never,
or
no, forcibly.
Mhm.
One time I fell asleep and I woke up to the guy messing with me after I told him I didn't want to do anything 2 times before I went to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah. And then another time I got drunk and I was in a car and I could barely move. And the guy came over on my side of the car and I kept telling him I didn't want to do this. And he just kept going. And that was the first time I ever had sex in my life.
Wait.
Did you go to the
then-
police? I mean, just out of
No.
curiosity, you didn't?
No. I didn't ever admit that to anybody until maybe a couple of years ago. And
Did
that was at 23.
Did that make you like want to forget about men, or did
No.
it at all?
No. It was honestly somebody that to me, who was in the friend zone. Like, it was a friend of mine.
Do you still see him today?
Absolutely not.
And honestly, man, this is why I tell I personally, this is why I don't like dudes that like sit in the friend zone, because some of them do stupid shit like that.
And they're
you know what I'm
lying.
saying? And they're lying, bro.
Yeah. They're waiting for a chance to like just
try to get it in. But
okay, this took a very
very serious turn.
Let's talk about your boobs.
I'm dead. That's all I see.
I seriously, I have questions.
Okay,
when did you get them done?
Okay, so I got them done 3 months ago.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so you were
Fresh.
20 when you got them.
So you're like still recovering.
Yeah, technically.
Okay,
yeah.
next question. What cup size are you now, and what were you before?
Okay, so before I was as flat as this table, like actually,
Same sis.
and then and then I have double D's.
They have double D's.
But I didn't. So okay, I don't know if you guys understand like CCs and stuff, but 500 CCs is how much I had put in.
I know exactly what you're
Okay.
I
talking
did half of what you did.
Exactly. So she did half. So the thing is, like, when I went to my doctor, I told him that my biggest fear with my boobs was that I didn't want to have a really big gap in the middle.
right.
When it comes to girls that are completely flat chested, when they go get boob jobs, it's normal for one of their boobs to be one here and the other one over here, and like a big huge gap.
Depending on the size.
Exactly. Depending on the size that they go for. So when I went to the doctor, I showed him a picture of what I kind of wanted my boobs to look like, and then I was like, look, please, like my biggest fear, like I would much rather have no boobs if there's going to be a gap. And he was like, well, if that's what you want, then we're going to have to add a lot more so that it can fill up all your whole like back size. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I got double D's.
Why did you get them?
Why did I get them? Because my whole life I have been wanting to go to the beach and put on a bikini or put on a top and it doesn't fall. Put like
okay, I never thought of that.
like put on,
Styles are not made for flat chested
no,
women.
not at
They're
all.
not.
You go to shopping on like sites like Fashion Nova or whatever, and like nothing would fit me because everything would fall. Even if I got a small size, like it literally would just slip right under. Like it's so annoying. It was really uncomfortable.
How much do they cost?
3,000.
3,000. Really?
That's
That's
a
a
damn
deal.
I got it
Son,
for a deal.
where'd
It's a
you
discount.
find this?
Yeah,
Okay, last question.
That was
Who
a good price.
paid for them?
me.
Really? Personally, you?
Yeah,
Okay.
personally.
You should
Did
have
you have
got a
a-
sugar daddy, man.
No.
Did you have a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe?
No, I didn't. I actually worked as a server. And like I saved up.
Saved it up.
Yeah, and got my boobs done.
Well, I'll say this: these two girls are definitely exceptional in different ways, and I feel like they brought different, a different aspect and perspective to the show. And I want to thank you for coming, for sure, sharing your stories. And
And I think this is important to bring this type of awareness, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, we talk about masculinity and being a man and everything like that, and absolutely, like a part of being a man is understanding boundaries and barriers, not being a dumb fuck. We had go back to that, Chris. We had a super chat right there. So $50 super chat.
Damian
Boggle. I don't think most guys understand how common rape is. As we stated before, only 10 to 20% of men have access to regular sex. Those committing rape are the 80% who are not getting regular sex.
Yeah.
I was just
It's
about
crazy.
to say that.
Yes.
Agreed.
You'd be surprised how many times like I'm around like a new group of females and it'll be like 4 or 6 and like they're all like, yeah, I got raped, and like we talk about it and I make sure because I hate the girls that like say they got raped and didn't, but like like we talk about it and it's just crazy how many females really did like
Yeah.
I was
like,
when she was saying that it was the guy that you put in the friend zone. I was like, yeah, of course.
Vici male.
It's Vici male, but also it's this like pushing it a little bit further, right? Like if I just did a little bit more, if I was just and I'm probably not going to make any friends with this statement, but I would argue that it's mostly beta guys who resort to that.
100%.
Yeah,
Because they're
100%.
they're trying to solve their reproductive problem first of all, and they're thinking, well, she really wanted, she didn't really want it.
Yep.
If a guy is an alpha male and he has access and opportunities to have sex with, if he's Dan Bilzerian, he's not going to rape you because he's got 4 or 5 other girls who are ready to fuck
Still
if you're
though.
not.
Like
So-
I'll tell you this because I've been in this situation. I got slack for this on TikTok. I've had girls over at my place, first date, whatever, and she doesn't want to have sex. I'm like, cool. You know what? You got to get out though, and I'll call another girl. And I know that sounds
like
asshole-ish.
that?
Yeah, it's like that.
Damn.
I know it's like asshole-ish. But let me tell you why. I'm not going to lie and say it's okay. You can stay here and sleep here with a fucking raging boner. That I'm not doing that to myself, and that's just weird and stupid. So I'm gonna tell her straight up. Listen, you don't want to have the hookup. It's cool. You got to leave though, and I'm gonna call someone else. I've done it where I've called a girl right in front of her. I don't care. But why am I doing that? to number one, respect myself. And then number two, I'm also giving her respect, letting her know, hey, listen, I ain't gonna like play this game with you. Like, I'm not gonna sit here like, oh, how do I feel about this? Am I gonna do it? She's got to make the decision right fucking there and then. It's enthusiastic, yes, or it's get the fuck out.
Right. That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's one of the like. Remember, we're talking about like parts of like pickup artists. So like mystery method and stuff that I disagree with. One of those things is last minute resistance.
Yeah.
If that chick doesn't want to tear my clothes off, then why am I trying to convince you to do that? I would much rather have a really good experience with a woman who has genuine desire for me than somebody I had to negotiate it with to say, let's spoon on the couch for a little while and see if then you warm up.
And we know a lot of girls will say, they'll be like, oh no, stop, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just takes social calibration for you to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
No means no until it means no. By that I mean, for example, some girls, right? They'll say, "Oh no, wait,"
and they'll keep rubbing your penis,
and they'll like play along, right? But when a girl says
they want to play the game,
no, and it's like a dead no,
and I'm about to leave. Like I noticed that you said I'm about to leave, and then they just grab you, and I was like, oh shit, like nah, what the hell?
See, this protects men from getting me too, because if you're a high value dude or you're in the top 10,
you got something to lose,
right? You're not gonna want to be in that situation because you know what? Nah, I got my career, I got this thing going on.
Facts.
And mind you, most guys that probably did it to you guys are guys that are really thirsty. They're probably feeding girls. That's what
small town Spain. They don't even know math.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's like because I got a lot of slack on TikTok when I said you need to do that. And it is what it is. But the reason why is because you don't want to deal when you're dealing with this type of thing, man. You don't want to deal with anything hazy because this is where things can fuck you up. You got stuff to lose.
I mean, honestly, I feel you. I mean, I don't think that's it's never happened to me where a guy's been like, leave because you're not fucking me. But like,
no one's ever done that to you?
No. No.
Okay.
They usually just take the cuddles and shut the fuck up.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I swear.
We operate differently, man.
Those are the guys you're not going to have sex with because they
exactly. Well,
those are the guys. Say women.
Those are the guys that hope they can have sex with me next time.
Women,
but I respect that. Like, damn.
Women will break rules for alphas and they make rules for betas.
Bang bang.
And so if she's saying, "Oh, just cuddle with me on the couch, let's spoon," blah blah blah, she's making rules for you.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay,
she don't like you that much.
And at
I need another date.
At that point, you're wasting both of your time.
Facts.
Like your time and my time. So it's like,
well, she's getting what she wants.
So wait,
but most guys won't pull the trigger.
You said we were gonna ask questions. Can we ask them questions?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
Okay. So when it comes to a girl, like, and you're like dating her, so in the girl world, there's a thing like don't fuck him before the third, fourth date. Okay. I don't know if you guys knew about that.
Yeah. The Steve Harvey way.
Sex in the City, okay.
But real quick, because a dumb super chatter says something about us like talking shit about the top 80% when Mike Tyson got convicted of rape. Listen, dude, the exception is not the rule, my friend.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You are not Mike Tyson.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You're not Mike
Mike
Tyson, man. So come on, dude, use a little bit of common sense. You're gonna use one crazy situation, be like, oh, well, he did this. Like Mike Tyson is crazy.
Mike Tyson is a human pit bull.
Hit a little bit too many times in the head.
Yeah. So all right, go ahead. What was it? So your question was what?
So the question is like, how, like, let's say that you're taking a girl on a date because you like her and then she doesn't fuck you on the first night or the second or the third.
Yeah.
Like how?
Because she's waiting till like the fifth.
She wouldn't make it to the second date.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
Oh.
Because here's the thing. I'm gonna break this down real quick for you guys. Like, guys that get sex from girls and or are good with women understand that just because you had sex with a girl on the first date does not mean she's a slut. I'm gonna say that again.
I believe in that. That's true. I'm like, I believe in that, and I'm happy.
Just because a girl has sex with you on the first night does not mean she's a slut, man. Because I've met girls that like we hooked up on the first date and we hung out after, and she was like a good girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, legit.
But there's girls that made me wait. And they were fucking like 1,000.
Yeah. She belongs to the
so
street.
Legit. For me, right? I go on dates every single day. And the thing is, right, for example, for me, I would rather a chick smash me that same day because I want to see her again. Versus a chick says to me, hey, you know what? I like you, but I want to make you wait because I think it's worth it. But you know what? It's because my time is very important to me. And I feel like, look, if the energy there and the connection is there as well, why are you holding it back on me?
No, I agree.
And at the same time, I don't judge girls when they do one night stands because, for example, in that moment, they both had a connection and it happened, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But some guys say, you know what, damn, like she slept with me. I mean, she probably does it to every single guy. No, only guys that she has those connections with. So in this case, I say, look, if you're gonna play those games, then I'm not the one. You can find somebody else.
And let's bring it back full circle because we can't just talk about our experiences, Fresh. We got to talk about because I hate when you just for me. No, I'm gonna give you guys the real deal.
Yeah.
Most guys that you have sex with on the first date will think you're a hoe.
Yes,
Let me tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. I ain't going to cap. So but that's just how me and Fresh operate. But
I'm gonna say it because everybody knows what I'm gonna say.
Please say it.
Iron rule of Tomassi number 3.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Any woman that makes you wait for sex or by her actions implies that she's making you wait for sex, the sex is never worth the wait.
Boom.
There you go, bam.
That's why. So it's not and it's not meant to be. That's not punishment. That's not punishment. What it is it indicates that there is a lack of genuine desire. Like when I put that one out, everybody criticized me and said, "Well, what do you want the women to just bang you? You want loose women? Is that what you're trying?" No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's genuine desire because when you are made to wait for sex, there's something that is mitigating between that chemical reaction, that urgency, that I gotta have this guy right now. That's why I say women will break rules for alphas that they have genuine desire for,
like
and
Drake.
they will make rules for men. And hold that thought real quick. The reason why I say this, and I'll give you an example. I work in the liquor industry, right? So I'm listening to conversations between my poor girls, right? And one's asking the other the same thing you just said: have you ever had sex on the first night, or would you ever have sex on the first night? And the other one says, well, yeah, of course I have. And then you say, but not if he was boyfriend material. Not if he was like, if I got the vibe that he was going to be something like, I'll have sex with the hot guy in the foam cannon party because I was drunk, he was cute, and one thing led to another kind of thing. Whereas if there's that guy who's giving off that kind of like, sweet homeboy kind of guy that you're going to have a relationship with, then they'll make that guy wait for the sex that they were going to give the guy who's in the foam cannon party on spring break.
Would you be surprised how like bad girls make you feel for having sex on the first night? Like me, like I'm the type of person, like if I'm feeling you, I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. It depends on what I want.
It shows your desire.
Exactly.
Christina, you had something. Go ahead. You had a disagreement. Go ahead.
So for me, for instance, I've had situations where I've been very attracted to somebody I was with and I didn't have sex with them because I think I'm big on energy and I got to know this person and I got to trust their energy and I got to know them for a little while before I'm going to let them into my energy.
Have you ever been with a guy that you just couldn't keep, you couldn't get him out? He was in your head and really,
but a girl, yes.
A girl. Okay.
Yeah. So a girl, there's been a girl where I was a couple of times where I've really been like, I'm really into them.
Chemical.
But
it was
like turned on,
spontaneous.
I actually didn't even know what being turned on was like until I was
with
a girl. But anyway,
break rules for them?
Never.
No?
But I waited because I wanted to make sure that their energy aligned with what I wanted to allow in my life. So it's a personal protection thing for me. I can be into somebody, but I got to know you for a little while before.
How many dates before you got with her?
It wasn't even just dates. It was like hanging out for a couple months, like 2 months before we like.
This with the girl?
This is with the girl.
See, so I would say this: you could pull that on a woman because women don't look at sex the same way men do, like at all.
Oh, this girl was pushing it though, and I was like, no.
But even the most, I've always said it, even the most promiscuous of women are not going to come close to even the most conservative of men. You know what I'm saying?
But you made my point. You made my point for me though.
Yeah.
There's something that is mitigating between you and having sex with that girl.
And also, like I said, you can make women, you could string women along longer because for you guys, there's more, you need that emotional stimuli. You need that emotional connection. Men are physical. This is why I say all the time, women disagree with me all the time, but I say this, a man can 100% love his wife or his girlfriend and still have sex with other women and have no problem with it. But it doesn't work the other way around. And, and I think personally, if a guy's in a relationship with a woman, right, and he has the status and the money to be able to do it, he should be able to have sex with as many other girls as he wants, but keep his wife. And the reason why is because men are much different than women, and we show our commitment differently. Men show their commitment
What's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah, like why do you want to have sex with other women if you have a wife?
Perfect. I love that you said that. The men look at sex. Sex for us is like taking a piss. You know what I'm saying? Tom Likas used to say this, right? Like you want to piss at the Taj Mahal, nice bathrooms, all that other stuff, right?
Gold faucets.
Yeah, exactly, gold faucets. But if you're if you're on I-95 in a crappy highway and there's a gas station, you got to take a piss, you'll do it. So for men,
exactly.
But here's the thing. Women don't look at sex the same way men do. Like for you guys, there needs to be. They can't. because you can only carry one baby to term a year. Meanwhile, we could spread seed all over the place.
Yeah.
So
Biologically,
exactly. And but here emotionally
But
too.
I still
You
like
just said
to
it yourself.
fuck though.
You need
I don't get it.
correction. You like to fuck guys that meet certain requirements that you
No, but
need.
if I have a husband, like
Okay,
I'm
that's
a,
cool.
I'm like,
That's cool.
Yeah.
You smash your husband, but that's the point I'm trying to make. If you cheat on your husband, the relationship is done. You don't love him anymore. Let's keep it a stack. If you're cheating
Okay,
on him,
yeah.
you don't love him.
Yeah.
A man can differentiate sex and emotion. 100%
Yeah,
can.
and there's your then there's the processing emotion. Once again, men process emotion differently. Women hate this because it's like it seems so
It sounds fucked up.
It sounds so fucked
yeah.
up and so messed up. But that this is one of the differences between men and women. Women, when it comes to the sex act, women
my bad.
invest emotions into that sex. They have to, because that guy, as you said, even the girl, right? They have to meet certain criteria. I got to feel comfortable with you. I got to do this kind of stuff.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking like sex is an energy transfer, and I got to make sure you don't have any demons. I got to make sure that you're positive energy.
I do.
Yeah,
But yo,
yes, I do.
You see, like I don't see it as that. Like that, me and her have a different
Hold on,
perspective.
Let me finish real quick because I didn't get to finish the
Sorry.
statement. So what I was trying to say was men and women show commitment differently. Men show their commitment through sharing their resources, their money, and their emotional energy with you. Because I don't care what any woman says. A man doesn't take you serious until he's spending money on you, housing you, feeding you, and doing all these other things. Women, however, show their commitment through fidelity. That's how women show commitment.
Loyalty,
Just like you talked about. You know what I'm saying? Because if your girl runs, because guys, really, the only thing we care about our woman, loyal, not sleeping around with other dudes and making us look bad. Every man's biggest fear is being like cuckolded and not knowing it. Like as Rollo says all the time, raising a child that he thought was his.
Well, men are concerned with paternity. Women have to be careful. Women are the sexual selectors because eggs are expensive and sperm is cheap.
Bang, bang.
Okay? Men can potentially father thousands and thousands of children with one ejaculate, right? So, but for women, it's one egg, and they're the ones who bear the highest reproductive costs.
9 months, right? Like you were
by
saying.
gestating the child, and then it's beyond that too, because remember, you've got to nurture that child. You have to raise that child at least to self-sufficiency, so it can run around and feed itself at some point, right?
Yep.
So, like in our evolutionary past, our ancestral past, if a woman made a bad choice for reproduction, that could be death. It could be life or death. Even if she made a good choice, it could still be death because that guy could get his ass killed by somebody else, or saber-toothed tiger could come in and kill that guy, right? So that guy had to be able to kick ass, and he had to be able to protection, provisioning, and parental investment. Those are the 3 P's, right?
Yep.
Forgot professing.
So when women bear a higher reproductive cost than men do, because all we got to do is get off, ejaculate and evacuate. That's all we have. That's all we have to do, right? I mean, to reproduce. So men's mating strategy is based on unlimited access to unlimited sexuality. So women always say, well, men need variety. Well, that's true, but ideally, if we could get it, if most men could get it, our sexual strategy, our innate sexual strategy, would be unlimited access to unlimited.
Why people love Dan Blazarian?
And
he's living a life.
Well, that's why pornography today is free, 4K streaming. You can let's look up some porn right now, like because that's why. Yeah. It's sedation for beta males right now. Yep. But that's why pornography is so popular, because our innate mating strategy is unlimited access to unlimited sexuality. For women, because you have a higher reproductive cost, you have to say, is this guy for real?
So you're married though, right? Would you have sex with another woman?
Right now, no.
How come?
Because I have a relationship with my wife over the last 25 years.
Yeah,
I have investments in. I mean, do I find other women attractive? Sure. But it's like,
would you want to fuck them though?
If the opportunity arises, no, I wouldn't, because I still have you can override that. That's what I'm saying is like,
would you ever have an open relationship? No,
only because I wouldn't, because me up here, I don't, as a man, I don't want that paternity risk. Right. And I know where that comes from. It's like I want to know that this ass is mine. right? That this baby is mine.
Yeah.
This family is mine. This woman is mine. And a lot of women will say, well, you're possessive. And yeah, you're damn right I'm possessive, because men also, as part of our mating strategy, we have to be invested in, is the kid my kid?
Yeah.
So when you say, oh, would you have sex with another woman? Well, there's a lot of, in Muslim cultures, the polygamy is a
I'm Muslim,
is
so
a
that's
thing.
that's
So
why.
you-
That's why. That makes
Here's the
sense
thing,
now.
here's the thing.
I'm
Just
like,
because,
love
I said I think men should be able to do it doesn't mean they have to. So
Mhm.
Rollo is saying no, I wouldn't do it. But me personally, I would have multiple women, and that's just the way I would do it. And if the wives don't like it, that's what it is.
and I wrote
But it
about
depends
this.
on the guy.
I wrote about this in the religion book too, because as part of my research, one of the things that I sort of looked into was most Muslim men are very concerned with mate guarding. They really want to know that even if there's 4 wives, that those wives aren't going out there. That's why they put them in hijabs and burqas and everything, because that is a form of mate guarding. So the more wives you have, the more paranoid you have to be about. Is that my wife? Yes. Is that my kid? Yes. Is that my wife? Is that
it's
my
to
kid?
protect the woman's virtue in the Quran. So like when she goes out in the street, she doesn't get sexually harassed or attacked. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be less likely.
There's paternal investments, because what happens is if that guy can't be 100% sure about that, and up until the 70s when we had DNA testing, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Unless the kid came out black and you're white, then maybe you know something, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, you don't
so much
know
about the babies. Like, I guess like your males are also scared that females are not going to like them, right?
No. Well, hold on. Fresh, you had something.
But
And
why?
then we'll let
why? Why is that? Why is it that way?
I just honestly, I guess I'm a little bit confused on how like it should be okay for a man to go out there and have sex with a lot of.
Hold on. We'll
like,
discuss it real quick. We will discuss it.
Yeah.
Fresh, did you have something?
Damn.
There's a lot, right?
Okay. You forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask a question. For example, you see guys all the time right now married. They'll cheat with a woman that's like compared to their wife way below.
Mhm.
You're wondering
all the time.
why would they do that, right?
To get off. I mean, I understand
Just
that.
a different flavor.
Or they're not getting something at home that they want to get.
But
When you look at like the incident in the American cultures, anyways, you look at the incidence of sexless marriages right now. It's gone up with the obesity rate, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
But if you look at the incidence of sexless marriages, that's why you see escorts. That's why you see sugar daddies. That's why you see what we don't want to call it prostitution, but we call it sex work now.
Yeah.
And we're trying to make it more and more like acceptable.
Yes.
And we're not calling
Only
go pick
fans,
up
et
some
cetera, yeah.
some disease infected hooker on the street. That's different than like going and seeing a high class escort who's going to charge you $1,200 a banger.
Yeah.
Yo, but my thing is like,
speaking of 1,200, we got 1,300 and 1,320 live
1,320.
viewers
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
I think I
At 3 in
can't
the
see,
morning.
but I'm pretty sure earlier there was 1,400. And you
Was
guys-
that
dope.
I didn't even
fire.
see. Was there 14? Chris?
That's fire.
No,
No?
No.
I am blind.
You're blind.
So it's okay.
It's okay. The titties are taken away from the eyesight.
I'm
Oh yeah.
dead.
So 1,300 live viewers, guys. Thank you so much for the support. As you guys know, like we're deep in discussion right now. Chris is gonna put your super chats up so people can see it. If it's a big super chat, $50 or above, we will read it and stop the show.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much because we got 1,300. We can't stop the show and like do every single super chat, guys.
Right.
So, but Chris is gonna pull them up on screen, so don't worry. He's running that.
Yeah. So
sorry. Well, go ahead.
my thing is to keep it very simple as well, though. In this case, I'd rather just be single and have girls I get to see.
Yeah.
To me, just having a wife and then having other girl, like, bro, I would just be like,
It's a lot of work.
the pressure and the stress. I don't want to deal with. I just want to have fun. And
Period.
then, for example, I just know psychologically speaking, those girls know what it is, and I don't have to worry about like my wife saying, "Are you gonna be home?" Like, I don't know. To me, the stress and pressure isn't there. I can just have fun, and they'll understand what it is. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's just me,
I mean, like I said, it depends on the girl. Very few women are actually gonna like tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? But I say this: if your value is high enough and you are dominant enough, and she really trusts, loves, and respects you, she will let you have other women. She really will.
Yeah.
But,
I live in Miami. I know a
no,
lot
babe.
of people with that situation.
Yeah.
A lot.
I could never. Actually,
that's you
never.
guys. That's you guys. But
I'm like, I'll do whatever you need me to do, but like, I
question:
won't
Who's your
let
favorite?
you.
Who's your favorite musician?
Musician?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends in what genre.
Okay, let's say rap.
Rap?
R. Kelly.
I love that. No, in rap, I have so many. Oh, Lil Skies.
Los Guys.
Guys?
Okay,
Okay.
One of
Los
them.
Guys comes into the studio right now. What's up, baby girl?
I've met him. I wouldn't fuck him.
You wouldn't fuck him?
No.
No?
No, that's
No.
the thing. Like most of the rappers, like I know all of them. Like I would not fuck any of them. There's only what's his name?
You are fake news.
I don't believe it, but okay.
Hold on, let me look at my Spotify real quick.
I didn't even remember his name.
Christina, did you have a point? You were gonna say something, right? You had like something you were gonna say.
It's long and gone now.
Long and gone. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and then you had something real quick about you were like you just don't see the like you disagree on like men that you don't think like men and women.
No, well, it's what you were saying about.
Oh,
like,
you just disagree with my point.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I feel like I've been disagreeing with you all night.
A lot of girls disagree with my viewpoints, man.
No,
I personally think if you're high value enough, women will share you. They might not want to see it in their face. Like a lot of NBA players do this, and NFL stars, they'll have a wife at home, and she knows he's out here smashing chicks on the road, but she accepts.
But she don't want to see it.
But she doesn't want to see it.
A lot of athlete wives are
exactly.
Yeah, don't make me look bad.
And here's the other thing too.
But don't make me look bad.
I'm like sick to my stomach right now. Look at the way I'm holding it.
Yeah, she's holding it. Let me break it down. I don't expect you to understand,
No,
but I know our viewers are gonna love it.
No, I see where your point is, but like I just myself like can't like.
Well, hold on,
see
it goes
them.
deeper than that though. It goes deeper. So for a man to be able to do this, to have sex with multiple girls and have them be okay with it, his value's got to be really high. And let's keep it real. For a man to get sexual access, he's got to become higher value. Men, just as Rollo says, I love him being here. Men must become to get sexual access. Women, you guys will get sex or sexual access from men just from existing. So I look at it like this. Since men have to become and they have to work to get their sexual access, when he reaches the top, there's no fucking way I'm going to let a girl tell me who I can and can't have sex with when she never had to deal with the same trials and tribulations I had to get the same sexual access that she has, that she was given to at birth. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
Since I have to become, I'm going to do what I want. Now, in exchange, my girl, my main woman, will never have to worry about paying for shit. She's going to live a good life, raise our kids. Basically, the security that women look for in a mate is handled. Like, she don't got to worry about that. And I know she's going to be aroused by me having other girls and keeping my value high. Women will never admit it, but they will 100% share you if you're high value enough. The key is you got to be high value enough.
High value. First of all, any man here, you guys can fuck as much as you want. Like, let's drop the pity.
No,
like, please.
No.
You know
but
what? Seriously.
Hold on. You know what? Let's have some fun with this. What percentage of men are sexually active with women?
I don't know. Maybe 25%.
All right, I'm going downstairs right now to pick up any chick I can get right now. Because that's fucking good odds right there. One in four fucking A. Let's go.
Here's the reality. Only about 10 to 20% of guys are having sex with about 80 to 90% of the women. Yes. Literally that small percentage of men are having sex. So what I'm saying is that most guys don't get sexual access. So that's why I'm saying if a man busts his ass and figures out how to become successful and figures out how to be good with women,
so you're thinking, because now you're separating, because I think good-looking guys, whether they're rich or not, get laid, and then
not as much as you think.
The guys you want to have sex with are getting laid.
Okay.
The guys you don't want to have sex with, they're not getting laid.
These men that guy that you're describing is a top 1% guy.
Yes,
very few
apex fallacy.
Yeah, man. Women don't see 90% of guys. You know what? You should have fun. We could do a YouTube video on this. I want you to make a Tinder profile. You can use my pictures and still see how much you're going to struggle on Tinder. Yeah. Even with my pictures.
Well, Tinder, I don't think it works. I don't believe in all that stuff.
It works for women. Make a female profile with your profile.
I have a lot of statistics to run by you.
Yeah. So it's just like I said, the thing is that you're only 20 years old. You're a woman. You've only been a woman at 20 years old. So you don't understand like the trials and tribulations men go through. And again, I don't expect you to, but I know the viewers love me when I talk about this stuff.
No, I love to learn, so that's fine.
But for men, I look at it like since men must become and they must earn, man.
Do you consider yourself one of those men?
That would sound very arrogant.
You do now.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't before.
Yeah,
humble brag.
So you think money made you cuter or made you get more pussy?
I'll say this
combination.
I would be very stupid if I did not admit the fact that financial security is a large component of me being more attractive to women. The key, though, is understanding and leveraging it so that women don't use me for it. And I think that's where a lot of rich guys fuck up is they have money. Yeah, they don't understand the game. They have the money and they lead with their wallet. Me, I don't mind showing that, I have expendable income, but I am not going to let a girl finesse me financially for it, because that's a grave mistake a lot of guys make. And we know what happens once you lead with the wallet, chick ain't going to take you serious. Yep. So I'm not delusional to say, oh, she likes me for me. No, I know how women are. You know, women love opportunistically. Shout out to Rollo again. You know what I'm saying?
It's the difference between transactional sex and validational sex.
Bam, exactly.
So like you can have sex as a transaction, an exchange of resources, an
Sugar
exchange of
daddy.
agreements. Yeah, sugaring is a good example of that
Nice.
right now, and that's why it's popular right now. And if you're a guy of means and you don't and you've got a dad bod or you're some fat guy or whatever, but you have a lot of money and you're okay with that kind of sex,
We saw that at Moxie's.
exchanging- Yeah,
Oh, I used to work at
exchanging-
Moxie's.
exchanging
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
exchanging
And
sex
Hillstone.
exchanging sex for money and you're
Fuck
okay
yeah.
with that,
Mhm.
that's fine.
Legal.
Until you fall in love and you think, oh, she really likes me, she really does, and she's just a good actress because you have a lot of money. It's when those guys get into trouble, it's usually because they believe it. They believe in the idealism that girl's actually with them for something else besides their money.
Mhm.
But then that's transactional sex. Validational sex is genuine desire. I want to rip your clothes off right now
Yep.
because boy, you're hot and I'm hot and let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just how I look at it. I mean, like I said, I think if a guy works to get there, which is hard, then he should be able to get the sexual access because the woman that he's with is still going to get what she's looking
Most
for.
men will never experience validational sex.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's what they will have sex in terms of a transaction, and usually that transaction is like something they feel obligated to do.
Yep.
They have to either, well, now I got a good job, now I got to go to college.
That's
Why?
crazy.
Because I won't get a hot wife
I
unless
did
I
not
go
know
to go to college.
Like you right now, right? You could walk into a store, and let's say, for example,
Make me
CVS,
like,
Right?
and some dude will still gonna like, oh
And-
yeah, you're hot, baby. I'll do you. You know what I'm saying?
you could go buy a bag of chips, right?
Yeah.
And you could say, hey, like just a random guy, hey, what do you do?
It's late.
What are you doing tonight?
It's late.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. Let's chill. He'll go for it. If I'm the same way as you, I walk in. Let's say we're the same like sexual like of sexual level or whatever.
Market value.
right?
Yeah.
Attraction. I go to a girl. What are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm going home. Let's chill.
Yeah.
It is work the same way.
But that's also goes into the fear of
Who
like,
are you?
Who are you? What do you
Mhm.
want from me? What
True.
would you
But
do to me?
no,
You know what I mean?
that-
There's- it's
what-
a lot of
no,
different-
that rationalization.
Yeah.
Like the reason why is
That's
okay. We
perfectly
understand.
fine.
Yeah, we
It's
understand.
fine.
Perfectly
But what we're
fine.
telling you is that it's not as easy. That's
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to
Yeah.
make.
and then
Is that-
and then
Well,
easy.
that's
'Cause
just
guys-
odd because whenever I'm, for example, like honestly, like I used to be really involved in nightlife in multiple different cities.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, all of
Yeah.
the cities.
Yeah.
So I see guys that are not cute leaving with good-looking girls.
That doesn't mean they had
every
sex with
night.
them.
Doesn't mean-
That does not mean they had sex
Yeah.
with them. You
Yeah.
got. So I'm gonna give a little
Yeah.
dirty secret about nightlife and night game in general. Here's a cold hard reality. A lot of the times these guys that are in clubs with girls or at a VIP and they have hot girls, whatever, those girls are there to use them for drinks. Let's keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A lot
Yep.
of girls go out to clubs with no money in their purse and
Yeah.
they go out.
They're there
wearing-
for free food and free weed.
Exactly.
And
As
attention.
someone might have said in here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what was that? Yeah, Dan was there exactly. So yeah, man. So a lot of these guys aren't necessarily getting laid. The chicks are just using them, or
Yeah.
they're friend zone, or whatever. And you could tell when you look at the body language, whatever.
It's transaction.
But it's a very small
How
percentage
about
of
when
guys.
they're making out in the club and stuff?
that doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything
Like,
either.
yo, you know how many girls literally like they'll make out with a guy, say, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, come back out, me and another guy dance, make out with him, go to the bathroom again."
Or
Like,
her friends will pull her away.
Yeah.
Make out with him, but
Yeah.
her friends will pull her
Yeah.
away,
Yeah.
and then they leave.
yeah,
And
and
you
then,
guys are leaving me shocked right now. Like
No,
I cannot believe this.
and
Like,
then you
for
know
real.
what's funny too? Even downstairs, right? I won't say what store, but you go down to the store right now, right? That's
Mhm.
open right now. There's two virgins in there working hard late at night.
Oh, the Civs on Brickell Ave.
Yeah. Oh, shit, damn it. But I'm just saying, like, there's so much guys that don't
CVS
get sexual
guys.
access, and you would never even know because you only see the top percent of guys doing what they do.
Everyone
And
else is
they could be
invisible.
ugly, they could be whatever, but they got success. They got either a good game or mouthpiece, and those guys get it. But the other guys are completely invisible. That's the problem here.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah, and I don't expect you to
No.
understand because
Yeah.
like you're 20, you're young, you're
No,
attractive.
I'm understanding.
Like you ain't gonna you know you only see the guys that go "Oh, nice boobs, you know. So it's like you're not gonna see a lot of guys that you
Yeah.
know aren't gonna approach you or whatever it may be. Because a lot of guys are sitting at home
Yeah.
whacking off to porn,
playing
video games
Xbox.
in their basement,
Well,
whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
the dudes that you're coming across from, especially in your field with music, just like with Christina. These are higher status guys. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's
Even if
guys-
they're ugly, they're
Yeah.
still higher status than most men.
Or it's guys that look sexually appealing to you, but some of them are not as successful as you want them to be. But they're tall,
Yeah.
they're in your friend circle. So hey, you know what? I'm gonna go
The
for
difference
it.
between us and them is that we're not pussy and we'll tell you the truth.
Yeah,
And regardless, like, yo, this is what it is. It's just that a lot of guys that have like status, whatever, they'll never say this type of shit to girls because
Yeah.
Like
Why?
bro? Yeah, why you're hurting the game? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying for them. So
Yeah.
we call it like it
so
is.
guys have less sex than females.
Way
Way
less.
less.
I can
Way
show you
less.
the GSS survey from 2018, 2019. The demographic of guys between the ages of 18 and I think 29 right now, the incidence of them going like sexless pretty much for the last year or the year before that is like 28% of those surveys. So it's like, and it's gone up like from like 8% to 28% over the course of 10 years. So men, and for women, it's like it bumped like maybe like 3 or 4%.
That's crazy.
Like, so what's happening is there is a very wide gulf between the guys who aren't getting laid,
Yeah.
but women seem to still be getting laid.
Yeah.
I know. How could that happen?
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly-
because they're getting with guys who are top tier guys.
The majority of virgins are men nowadays.
Majority.
It's no
Wow.
longer
Man,
women.
I wish I had. You know, whenever I have discussions like this, I'll always throw up like a graph or something from that survey and show that. Say you don't realize what the. I mean, think about the societal implications of that.
Yeah.
Like 18 to 24 or 29 years old, and those guys aren't getting laid, but the girls still are. So women don't have any frame of reference to the guys who are like sort of these desperate virgins who are just at home, like you said, whacking off the porn.
So many young guys are in a state where they're like, yo, how do I get girls? And the funny part is those girls in their age range are dating the older guys, sugar daddies, and they're still getting sex. But at the same time, the counterparts, the guys.
But I don't think you can count a sugar daddy as like, ew.
No, but
Sex is
Like I don't
sex.
think a girl, but like I don't think a girl would like enjoy that much, you know.
It's transactional versus
Remember
Yeah.
when I
They're
told
getting-
you that sex is strictly physical
Yeah.
for men?
yeah.
They don't care. Like
Yeah.
that's why like you notice
No, the guy enjoys it, but not the girl.
yeah,
No,
but they don't
no.
give a
Yeah.
fuck.
No.
Yeah.
You don't care.
You know how many college
Girl
girls
enjoys the benefits though.
have
Yeah.
paid their
Mm.
college from sugar daddies? How many girls have paid their
Oh
whole
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I have a friend that like that's all she does for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's normal
She
nowadays,
loves
you
it.
know? It's normal.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But like it's like these are and here's the other thing too, why a lot of women don't know this. A lot of guys aren't gonna come out and admit that they have trouble with getting women or that
Yeah.
you know they're
No,
getting
because
laid,
that
whatever.
means they don't get it.
Yeah.
They
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
understand it. They don't understand women well enough because if you go and like any guy that has to learn masculinity or has to like take the remedial red pill 101, has to take the remedial course. That's not the guy for you.
Yeah.
I've got
He's gotta
a
be a
friend that
natural.
I'm like 90% sure is either a virgin or has gotten very little sex and like will tell stories like, oh, I was with this girl the other day and then this girl, and it's like,
Oh yeah,
You can
He's-
tell.
are you sure?
You can tell.
I'll tell you
I
this.
don't
There-
think so.
That's
Fake
a,
it-
that's a
fake it
lot.
till
That's
you
a lot of guys. The only difference is that some guys just conceal it better than others, but a lot of guys are sexually frustrated. Like, and here's the thing. I know you guys are probably wondering how, why. I'll tell you why. Instagram, online dating, and the fact that girls have more options now than ever before. So since girls have more options, look at yourself. You're 20 years old, but you're rubbing elbows with rappers and celebrities. You think a 20-year-old guy has that same opportunity?
Nope. Unless he has
Not even fucking
or
close.
fame.
I mean, I put myself there though.
I, don't,
Like,
I
yeah.
had to break it to you, sweetheart, but the fact that you have some tits is a big reason why
But
you're
I
getting in
just
front of
got
these
these
people.
3 months ago. Like
But
I've
it
been
doesn't-
knowing these
it
people
doesn't-
for a
it doesn't
minute.
matter. It doesn't matter. As a woman, you get access to certain individuals that a
Yeah.
man would never ever.
No,
You
I
should have
agree
her
to
have her
that.
back on in about 6 months and see if things
No,
have changed.
listen. I agree. I agree
Yeah.
that girls get things for free. I think girls like have, but not all girls. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but like I'm cute, you know, like I'm hot. Like, you know, I've seen girls like get turned down from a bunch of shit, like not being able to get there. Like, you know, obviously, like there's just like I guess levels to the shit, you know, like
Yeah.
certain girls get certain things, but that brings me kind of back to like the laying for guys. It's like I have seen girls that like are still beautiful, but like I wouldn't consider them like pretty or whatever.
The point I'm trying to make is that a woman, even of average looks, has far more potential to get benefits than a man of average looks at her same age. A guy like a woman that's like a 5 or a 6 is going to be able to pull dudes that are 8s, 9s, and 10s, whereas a guy that's like a 5 or a 6 probably can't even get a girl on his level.
Yeah.
Men have to be superior to the female that they're dealing with to be able to deal with her on some level. Like I told you, you're 20 years old,
Mhm.
you're young.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, barely in the real life experience, but
Yeah.
you're rubbing elbows with top 1% men. Let's keep it real. It's because you're a woman. Not if I took a guy in your same position that also wanted to be a musician, he wouldn't be able to get in front of them. Now I get that, but that comes at a cost.
Let's
I'm
go.
not gonna lie.
Let's go get Tom. And
Yeah.
well, let's see. He's Tom's like 20 years old,
Yeah, there
right?
you go.
19, 20
Let's
years
get
old.
him.
Let's go get Tom
Now,
and see if he can.
you know, but here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you got all the benefits, because it does come at a cost.
Mhm.
Guys don't take you seriously.
Yeah.
They're going to try to make moves. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to the issues that women deal with too, because I've talked about this. A woman's biggest, problem with getting all the benefits is being taken seriously
Yeah.
after getting the benefits.
Right.
Yeah.
So we look at it both sides.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, you get opportunities and get into rooms with certain types of individuals that men your age and your status level would never even dream of. This is stuff that guys have to be millionaires to be able to get access to.
But she's also entering into her peak years too. So when you get to be about 22, 23 years old, that's when you're going to be at the peak of your marketability.
Top of your attraction.
And I'm not saying you're going to suddenly turn ugly when you get to be like 25 or 26, but what's going to happen is girls who are 20 when you're 26 are going to be entering into that same marketplace right there as you're kind of going on your downswing. That's when another crop of 22-year-old girls are going to come around too. So there you have
30-year-old chicks hate girls like you guys.
Yeah.
Like 30-year-old women hate
like
you guys.
Young girls because they're moldable.
I mean, she's 30. She loves me.
That's a part of it, but like it's
women tend to statistically women go for guys who are 3 to 7 years older than they are, because on some level of consciousness, women understand that it takes longer for men to mature into what makes them more attractive, the most of things, because it's not just, yes, looks are very important. Looks are important. Okay. But there's also
not that important.
But there's also other, like the check boxes, right? There's also other aspects that go along with it. And to get those check boxes takes fucking time, man. I got to get the job. I got to make the partner in the law team. I got to get the Ferrari. I got to get, all of these things.
Dude's got to do a bunch of extra
And I'm not saying it's that extreme. I'm just saying, just for sake of illustration here, but to get to the point where you have the things that make you the most attractive for a guy, it's going to be like your mid 30s, man. Your early to mid 30s. And women, I think, instinctively understand that the guy has to be a little bit older because that guy has already proven himself to some degree that he's almost a winner. It looks like he has got good potential. He's gonna make partner in the law firm or whatever it is. Not now, not at 27, but when he's 33, he probably will. I need to jump on this opportunity right now and ride it, and hopefully he will succeed and become something more than he actually is. But those guys, that's why women go for guys statistically older than
20-year-old guys are fucking useless.
I always tell
like
we're
gonna be
girls
honest,
whenever we talk about it, and I'm like, whatever age a guy is, -4, and then you get the real age. That's how I feel.
And also another layer as well. So, for example, in this kind of like climate here with social media and like rap and like kind of like fame and clout, a lot of guys that normally wouldn't have risen to fame have because of the internet, and it's caused them to be at a different level. Because, for example, let's say Philion, right? We talk about him all the time. He's a
hater. He's a big YouTuber that made a hate video on us.
Shit about other people, right? But
fuck you, Philion.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, I don't even know who it is.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Me neither.
But for example, because of the current climate, he's risen to the top of the cream. He's become high value in some people's eyes. So now he has a more viable option to date other women because he's in that position. And girls see it because he's in the top. I would say top percent of guys because he has clout.
Yeah, he's like 600,000
Thank
subs
you for
on
that
YouTube.
because I've never seen it. Like I've never seen
From
it
a male
that way.
perspective?
Like wow,
Yeah.
like that's insane.
And you're open-minded about it. A lot of girls
Yeah.
like sit there and argue with me and be like, oh, well, da-da-da. And I'm just like, well, whatever. It is what it is. And here's the thing. I think the best discussion is the one where you disagree, and it's fine. Obviously me and Christina disagree, but I still respect her as a woman. And we have her on the show and she's like the, fresh and fit lesbian. No, I'm just kidding. but
yeah, this was a great show. Though.
No, it was a very good show. And it keeps rising. We're almost at 1,400 live viewers, by the way, guys.
Yeah. They like this
at
team.
3:30, they like you guys. Yep. So this is what we'll do.
3:30, that's crazy.
Guys, if you guys want the ladies to come back on another show, throw some ones in the chat.
Yeah.
And we will get the ladies
Throw
back
some
on.
singles at the ladies.
Yeah, there you go. Throw some singles.
And on the poll.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Guys, plug your stuff, Christina. Your
Instagram.
OnlyFans, everything, Instagram, all that stuff.
The easiest way is just go to my Instagram and I've got all my
Oh,
links
Linktree?
on there. Yeah.
What's your IG?
It's Christina Santa, Kristina Santa.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah. And if you guys send her dick pics, she will not be aroused. Okay.
No,
There you go.
she will not. Neither would I.
And then what's your Instagram?
No, my Instagram is Keelagare at KeeLagare.
And guys, if you want to see the Instagrams directly, follow us on Instagram at Fresh&fit Miami. You're gonna see we tagged them in the story.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you can follow them from there as well.
Yeah, man. Rollo, plug sell something.
I'm Rollo Tomassi. TheRationalMail.com.
Bam.
Oh.
And guys, get book 4. It's here. It's out. Get on Amazon, get the book.
Yep.
I'll put some links in the description. But yeah, man, The Rational Mail, book 4. Great book.
And
great
follow
read,
Myron,
religion.
unplugfit lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
Follow me, Freshman CEO. And yeah, guys, this was lit.
Yeah, this
Wow.
was lit. And
If you
then
want
also,
us
guys,
back, let us know.
yeah, I think, Chris, are there ones in the chat right now?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Once.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Alright.
ones in the chat. Hey, to all the super chatters, guys, thank you so
Thanks a
much.
lot, guys.
These new mic tabletops and the extra mic or whatever that I got. just got-
Baylock lighter tester.
Guys, all the money that you guys give, I'm telling you guys, I'm not kidding around. It
Yeah.
goes right back into the studio, man.
Yep.
We're gonna have Donovan Sharp here tomorrow night.
Yep.
We're gonna pick him up from the airport. It'll be 6 p.m. We'll do a show with Donovan, and then we're gonna have the big panel show on Thursday night. And then we'll bring the ladies in back one more time while Rollo and them are in town if you guys are free.
Yeah.
So other than that, guys, don't send dick pics, don't send any mean messages. These are ladies that we like and respect, and had good conversation. Obviously, different perspectives, but it's fine. It is what it is.
And tomorrow we're gonna have Amanda back in house to debate Rollo.
Oh yeah,
he's like, oh damn.
The
it.
womanist, the feminist is gonna come and challenge Rollo Tomassi, the misogynist.
Karen from HR.
Yeah, Karen from HR is here. Amanda, if you're watching, man, shout out to you too. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. We will catch you. We got a cool outro this time. Chris, you see it right there? Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna play our new outro. I hope you guys like it. And we'll catch you guys here tomorrow, 6 p.m. Patreon.com/FreshFit. Peace.